The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Man, I love that intro. Love it. That is some good shit. Welcome to the Cosmic Disaster Show, everyone. I am Tommy D. And, man, we've got a lot of stuff going on this week. Not really. I just want to make it seem like we're all hyped up. No, we do have a lot of stuff going on this week.
So many things.
So many things to talk about this week. We've got a ton of stuff to talk about. Of course, we're going to be announcing the winner of our Mandalorian helmet giveaway. So you want to see who that is, because for those of you watching, you know it's not you. So we're going to announce who the actual winner is. So stay tuned for that. Based on our production meeting notes, I think we're going to be doing 2 truths and a lie. Is that correct? 2 truths and a lie.
Two truths and a lie.
Two, or whatever. Mandalorian Season 2 recap. Remember, we were going to talk about that. We're not going to be talking about, the newest episode. That's in the inner circle. But we are going to be no spoilers. We're going to be doing that. We've got your question of the week. We're talking about the Firefly reboot, possibly. And we'll have some special guests on the inner circle. But before we do all of that, let's do all of this and meet the circle, shall we? Oh, that's my button. Hi, I'm Tommy. All right, Daddy Louie. Hello, children. I caught you drinking. Big Daddy, Mr. Deacon.
What's cracking, everybody? What's going on, fellow nerds?
Jay Quellen. Are you in like a secret library? Are you? It's like you're doing like a low budget version of Clue.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This is from the set from when I directed A Broadway Christmas Carol like 10 years ago. My mom painted this.
Oh, very nice.
And then she said, "Oh my God, why did I decide to paint a bookshelf? This is terrible."
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Usually people throw stuff like that away.
Oh.
I have 3 backdrops down here.
Last but certainly not least, the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. himself, Mr. Chris Fury.
Fellow agents, what a Friday it has been.
Man. Roller coaster ride, right?
All right, that's it. We're going to the inner circle.
Going to the inner circle to discuss the...
Right, we should have done the inner circle first.
We should have done the inner circle first. So for those of you watching, if you've got any thoughts on the new episode of The Mandalorian, the season finale, go ahead and drop those comments. Try to keep them spoiler-free, if you could, please. We'd appreciate that.
Please do.
Please do.
Keep it spoiler-free.
So let's kick it off with a Mandalorian Season 2 recap. We've been talking about it on the Inner Circle all season long. So if you've missed that, all you have to do is go over to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Sign up there, and you'll get all the goodies, the inside stuff, the inside scoop on what we're doing with the Inner Circle. It's just like a fun little thing that we like to do for our Patreon subscribers. So if you are a subscriber and you want to help us out, we love you for it. Of course, you can check out past episodes on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff going on. So Mandalorian Season 2 recap. Do we want to do that now, or do we want to do 2 truths and a lie? That's like a party game, right? Do we want to do the party game?
We'll save that.
Yeah, let's save that. So Mandalorian.
I can tell from the looks on people's faces that they did not prepare.
Like, you can tell that I'm writing right now.
And
because I am.
Wait, prepared for what? 2 truths and a lie?
Do you already know what your 2 truths and your lie is going to be?
My whole life is a lie, so there's that. I don't know.
Everything Tommy says is a lie. The 2 truths are going to be the hard part.
Yeah, no doubt. So, and you know what? Speaking of that, next season, we're going to be changing the format up of the show, and one of... What do we... What?
We're going to change
the format?
reformat?
You said change.
We do that every season. We just fucking completely flip the script.
It was a sarcastic
Oh, I got you. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is one of the segments that will be an episode is it's going to be called Random Acts of Bullshit. And basically, y'allins out there in TV land or podcast land or wherever you happen to be, you will give me a topic, just any topic at all. And I will explain that topic or that thing to the circle here, and they will have to determine whether I am being truthful or whether I am bullshitting. So It may be a topic I know something about. I know a lot about a lot of things because I am the best, greatest person ever in the world and existence of all humanity. And that's not true.
Sure.
But anyway, so I know a lot of like stupid random facts and just dumb, useless information. But so is the things that I'm saying, are they fact or are they bullshit? And it'll be up to our astute panel of experts here to decide. But we're not doing that because we can do two true lies. What is it? Two truths and a lie. We can do that all day, every day. But we're not gonna. Mandalorian season 2 recap. Who wants to go?
Why don't you just pick?
All right. Great.
Like, what do you mean by recap? Like,
Well, we're going to go over, we'll just recap the season. We're going to go over the season, like talk about like some of the highs, the lows, maybe your favorite moments, your least favorite moments, the shit that just made
I need
you.
specific questions. I don't think, give me a recap.
Your
Go.
least favorite character?
Like said, least favorite character.
Why does
we all know who that is.
Why does the chat look like ass? Anyway, we gotta do something. No, the chat, the chat window looks really weird. It's all fucked up.
We don't have Emily Swallow this week,
Yeah, last week everything was just perfect for Emily. So that was just
Emily.
Oh,
it's just perfect.
she's a perfect. I love Emily Swallow. Thank you. Thank you for,
She was fun.
Emily, I know you're watching. So,
Yeah.
Also in Circle of Nerds news, Gina Carano, she retweeted our shit and she posted this meme that we made about her, and she posted it in her stories on Instagram and retweeted it. So that's all right. That's our 15 seconds of fame right there.
No doubt.
Cash in on it.
All right, so Jackie, since you have a hard time with this and you need to be told what to do, I should you know what? No, Daddy Louie, because you're daddy here. You need to tell Jackie what to do. Tell her.
I'll do my recap, and then you'll know what it is that you're supposed to do. So you just follow my lead. Do as I do.
Talk about like one thing, and then everybody talk about it, and then we talk about another thing. I don't need the whole focus on me for an entire season recap. Like, can we just talk about some things?
All right.
How about this? How about we change it up a little bit?
Let's change.
Why don't we just all give one hot take, one thing that they took away from the show that might be controversial?
Is this the hogwash?
That people might disagree. I'll go first. I'll explain.
All right.
I hate the character Bo-Katan. I think she is horrible. Horrible. Now, this is coming from someone who has not seen the Clone Wars. Okay.
Oh,
that's why. That's why.
But I love Katie Sackhoff because she was one of my favorite characters in Battlestar Galactica, which to this day is still probably my favorite TV show of all time.
Probably one of the greatest TV shows of all time.
True.
Right.
True.
So it's no offense to Katie Sackhoff as an actress, but there is something about Bo-Katan in live action. I don't know if it's the directors and what they're doing and the direction that they're taking the character, but she has the worst resting bitch face ever. And she's just a bitch. Like, she's not a bad bitch. You know what I mean?
She is a bad bitch. Oh my God.
No, Gina is a bad bitch. Like, that is a bad bitch.
This is true.
Right? All right. Bo-Katan is just a bitch.
Are we talking about beauty bad bitch or
no?
Bitch ass
I'm saying
kicker?
like if the two of them were having a conversation and then broke out into a battle, right?
Oh my
into
God.
a fight against each other.
Bo-Katan would fuck Cara Dune up.
No,
it doesn't
hell
matter.
No.
Bo-Katan,
no.
She's just a bitch. Like, every word that comes out of her mouth, I'm like, I just want to smack her upside the head. Like, that is not a
It would be the
hero,
last
you know what
smack.
I mean? Like, she is horrible.
But that's the thing. You need to watch her in the Clone Wars.
She is.
You need to. That's
She's a badass in Clone Wars.
she's.
Maybe
I'll
you're
talk
supposed
about it
to
more.
have mixed feelings about her, though.
I'll talk about it more in the inner circle because obviously I can't
No
go over
spoilers.
spoilers from today. But there's something about the character, and again, I don't know if it's the acting. I don't know if it's just the backstory that I'm not understanding. But my hot take is of season 2, the worst character of season. You know what? I would rather see Perm Lady on Tatooine Junkyard.
Oh my
than
God!
I was
Bo-Katan
gonna say
on
that is the
television.
worst
What
character.
the fuck?
I would rather see Perm Lady on
Oh.
Tatooine.
Come on,
than
man.
One more minute of Bo-Katan in live action.
No.
No way.
That's
No,
my hot
Perm
take.
Lady is the worst character.
No.
Okay, Jackie. So what's your hot take then?
All right,
That
Jackie.
is.
That's
Perm
Jackie's
that's
hot
it.
Lady is the worst character just ever created. Anyway.
Like period. Like in the history
Period.
of
Period.
everything.
Yeah. In let's say at least everything Star Wars, because I don't know. I haven't seen
Because you haven't
everything.
seen all the things.
I know. I haven't seen all of the things, but if anything I've seen of Star Wars, Perm Lady is the worst thing ever invented.
She's pretty bad.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I will.
Bo-Katan might be the worst Star Wars. I think I might want to have Jar Jar Binks.
Christ!
Like
Just,
Wow.
I don't
Darth
have a
Jar
button
Jar.
for you.
Bring in Darth Jar Jar.
I don't have a
Jar
button.
Jar.
I don't have a
Hey,
button.
that would be hard though.
Good for you.
That's it. I've got no. I don't have a. I don't have a shut the fuck. I need a button that just says shut the fuck up, Louie. I need a shut the fuck up, Louie button. Louie, please, before you pass judgment on Bo, please just watch. And the beautiful thing about YouTube is that you can, and I was actually going to recommend this for Jackie. There is, and they've actually done it on, they started doing it on Disney Plus, but there is the Essential Ahsoka Tano episodes.
Yep.
So Jackie,
Yeah,
because we had,
saw those.
yeah, so we had talked about Jackie getting caught up on like really knowing Ahsoka. Watch that. And Disney has broken it down for you. They've got all those. But on YouTube, there are the Essential Bo-Katan episodes. Watch those. You'll get an understanding of where her head is. She is fucked up in the head. It's not that she's a bitch. It's that she's been through some shit, my friend.
Yeah, she's just dealt with a lot.
She has been through some shit. I mean, some shit. It's like, think about like what they're talking about, you know, with Alderaan, and Bill Burr said it in the last episode. You know, he was like, you know, Alderaan, and Mandalore, you know, neither one of them are here anymore. I don't do a good Bill Burr, but you know, neither one of them are here. So
That wasn't bad.
but see, here's the thing. Mandalore is still there. It's just fucked up. So on one hand, you know, if you're from Alderaan, well, you're not anywhere anymore. You're just kind of scattered in atoms. But if you happen to be off on vacation at that point in time, and you know your planet was blown to bits, that's just a painful, terrible memory that you're gonna hold in your heart. But if you're from Mandalore, that shit is still there. I mean, it is still there. It is a constant reminder of your defeat. And yeah, I'm not even making a dent. I'm not even making a fucking dent. You're still just like.
So Jamie in the chat said Bo is a badass. I'm not denying that Bo is a badass fighter or a badass Mandalorian. I'm not denying that at all. All of the scenes that she's been in where she portrays the warrior aspect. She is definitely a warrior. She's definitely somebody I want on my side. But in conversation, the second she opens her mouth, I just want to punch her in the face.
I wish you would. I wish you would. I wish you would.
Perm Lady?
I just want to punch.
Look, you've got me. You've got me
I want-
unzipping my fucking hoodie. I am so
Heated.
fired up. I'm heated. I had to unzip. And it's cold down here in Mom's basement too. Shit.
I'm in Grandma's basement.
You're in Grandma's Meemaw's basement.
I'm in the dungeon.
Motherfuck, Louie.
The cave.
I mean, he's entitled to his opinion.
He is
You know,
entitled to his
okay.
opinion.
Yeah,
But
Even though it's fucking trash.
But
it
opinions,
is
but
what it is.
opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one,
Everyone
and they
has one.
stink.
Right.
Fuck.
What's my hot
All right,
take?
moving on. Damn it.
What's a
That
hot
was-
take? Can
hot
somebody
take,
just
what
tell
was
me what a
controversial?
hot take
We just
is?
did- we just did
That
it.
might be controversial. I just did it.
That was
Okay.
yours. Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know. I doubt it would be controversial, but I've said it. I said it before.
It better
we
not be. I
started
can't
filming.
take it. My heart can't take it.
I don't have. Give the keys to Filoni and Favreau.
Exactly.
Oh, they've taken it.
Give
They're the
them
kings
the
of the
keys.
castle now. Yeah.
We've gotten.
They hijacked it. They don't need the
we-
keys. They're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they-
That's their
We've got
shit now.
I saw
two-
something that they're not doing Ahsoka though. The Ahsoka show. I
That's
heard that
weird.
it wasn't them
Is
that
Dave,
were.
Dave Filoni's not involved at all?
Oh, I'm sure
Well,
he
I'm
is.
sure he'll be involved, but I don't think he's executive producer the way that like Jon Favreau is executive producer of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Whereas I think that Ahsoka is being done by. I'll look it up while you keep talking.
They've given us 2 strong seasons of a show that really has no. I mean, it has a tie, but it has no. It does now. It has a set place in the universe, but it was nothing that brand new characters involved. Some brought in from the animated series, and some created for the show. And probably one of the best things they did was going after directors who have a good staple
Yeah.
in the community, where they are just giving you these great standalone episodes. And the
Mhm.
fact that it's on Disney Plus, and I've spoken about this with other people, they can tell a story in 30 minutes, or they can tell a story in 45 minutes, or they can tell a story in 42 minutes. They're not constrained to network television standards. They have a story to tell. If it takes this amount of time to tell it in that one episode, then fine, tell it. And so they're not held back, and it's not overly too long. And some of them are short.
Yeah.
30 minutes. We're like, that's it. But but yeah, give these 2 guys the keys, because they've managed to breathe life back into a franchise that, for lack of a better term, was splitting fans. And I've seen the conversations on social media. This is what we've been missing. This is what we've been missing. Is this edge? Is this kind of style? This old West, this style, this samurai type of storytelling. This this going town to town. And Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I know. At first, I was resistant. I at first. I was like, Pedro, what? The Viper? The Viper from Game of Thrones? Really? The guy that got the eye exam? No, that's
right.
Yeah.
too soon.
Yeah,
I'm
he got
sorry.
the eyes on him.
Too soon.
Wah, wah, wah.
I've got that.
I know, but you didn't hit it, so I
didn't.
did it for you.
You know what, Jackie? I think you need to have the buttons. I think you need to have a soundboard at your house. And
That's
then
what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I've been saying that all season.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I
you need to
think
purchase
that's-
the Stream Deck so you can do that.
No, just
But
give
I
me
think
yours.
that's,
I don't need
that's-
to
that
purchase
it's-
anything.
That's
fine.
my. It's not so much. It might be controversial in somebody else's circle, but give those
So I
guys-
was
give
incorrect.
those guys the ring.
Ahsoka is being produced by Dave Filoni.
Oh
I
yeah.
was gonna say.
Because I was going to say it was his
It's,
That's
business.
his baby.
it's the Obi-Wan show that is not being done by Favreau or Filoni.
Who's doing that?
Your mom.
I will let you know.
Wow, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that.
She's been
Mama
on a
did
tear
feel
like
like
for the past.
I'll
3
tell you
weeks
what,
with the
you
Yo
know,
Mama.
but Jackie, I've met Mr. Deacon's mom. She is a fabulous director. She is a wonderful writer. I think that she'll do a great job bringing Obi-Wan's story to life. I think she's going to do a great job.
Deborah
I'm
Chow.
really
She's gonna make
forward to
Cara
it.
Dune a
Deborah
fucking
Chow?
Jedi. That's what she's gonna do.
You said Deborah Chow.
Oh
Hold on.
shit. Deborah Chow, 'cause
Deborah Chow.
Deborah
Okay.
Chow, she directed a few episodes of The Mandalorian. So they're keeping that family.
She directed a few episodes of The Mandalorian. Yep.
Yep. So she's definitely.
So they're keeping that
action
circle.
focused.
They're keeping that
She
circle
also
of directors.
worked on. She also worked on Jessica Jones' Iron Fist, as well as Man in the High Castle.
So she's
Oh,
got
I love that show.
she's got some chops. Yeah, Jack, you keep yelling at me. I need to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Iron
yet.
Fist is
You would
trash,
love
but
it.
it is.
Yeah, I don't think that's her fault.
No. All right, Mr. Deacon.
It was the actor.
Oh,
Mr.
my hot
Deacon,
take-
your hot
my
takes.
hot take is I've been arguing with some people on the Mando site whether or not Boba Fett's armor was Durasteel a goddamn Beskar.
Durasteel.
Yeah, but they ain't trying to hear that, man. It's Beskar. So that's my thing. It's a lot of confusion because I looked at some stuff with canon and legend And he said he didn't upgrade it until the next Galactic Civil War. But all these people just, so that's my thing. I would like to know, what does Dave Favreau, is it Durasteel?
So
or is it going to be Beskar?
Here's how you determine it. Okay. Beskar does not dent.
We know this.
Period. So look at Fett's armor. Look at Fett's armor. He's got all kinds of little fucking dents and pits and shit in it. The helmet, the helmet dent, the most iconic thing about his armor. And it's been said in a few different sources, they're legends or, EU now, but that it is Durasteel armor.
Exactly.
And
I agree with you, but you can't tell some of these people on the site, they don't care.
Well, you can.
It's best. I said, dude, I just got to the point I didn't want to argue with you.
And you know what? And we're not going to talk about it because no spoilers, but the newest episode of The Mandalorian just shows you how Beskar does not dent. Exactly. Am I right? I mean,
oh, yeah.
Because if someone was going to catch a dent, it was going to be Din Djarin in this episode. Doubt. If anything was going to get dented up, it was going to be in this episode. So
now, real quick. How in the hell did he wasn't shook at all?
You know what? We're going to talk about it on the Inner Circle. I know.
Inner Circle.
We'll talk about it.
We got to hold on just for a little bit longer.
We'll talk about it.
Hold on. I'm trying to hold on.
Just try to hold like Chris said, hold that boo-boo. You got to hold that boo-boo in. Pinch it. Clench the cheeks. Clench those cheeks.
Help.
Clench them. So Mr. Deacon, what's your take? Wrap up the season for us. Season 2. What's your take on it? Of course, we're not going to talk about the final episode, but
man, it is because
I know it was a roller coaster for you. There were quite a few episodes that you did not care for. It took you a minute to warm up this season, I feel.
No, man. No.
Because there was a couple episodes that you were like, no, that was boring, filler,
one
trash.
episode I thought it was kind of weak. But no, my whole overall take is like what you said, Filoni, they've done an excellent job. And I'm a Jedi fan. I know you a Mando. If you had your way, I'd have a whole bunch of Jedi shit. That's just how
right.
But I like how now they've incorporated, and I told you, the Force is in everything. So I like how now they started to incorporate the Force. Don't be leaning back and choking, man. I'm going to choke your ass. You know what I'm saying? But my recap is, as the oldest one in the room, who's waited so long.
I don't know. I might have you on that.
Whatever. But anyway,
because you're like 30. You're like 32, right? You're 32.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. My bad.
And I'm 34. For like,
but my overall take,
you do have a birthday next week.
Shut up. Nobody's supposed to know about it. Okay.
Speaking of which, today is Emily Swallow's birthday.
Happy birthday, Emily.
Happy birthday, Emily. But
happy birthday, Emily.
Overall,
yes. Mr.
Love
Deacon,
I love it. Thank you. I'm gonna cut it. I just love how they've incorporated everything that I've always wanted to see as a child. All the years that I've waited, and they let Luke and everybody, Carrie Fisher passed away, and they should have got up off their ass and delivered this years ago. And now that they're doing it, I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah.
And that's my cat.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, looking at the chat right there, Jamie mentioned that Cobb Vanth, this is old. This is, it's not canon anymore. Cobb Vanth shot Fett in the head. That's how he got the dent.
We know that.
Yes, but like I said, that
might not be canon anymore.
It's not canon anymore. Not. If it's from the EU, it's not canon anymore. Unfortunately, they're pulling things from the EU to make them canon, of course.
Yeah.
But again, as we've seen and as we know, even from stuff like expanded universe that has now become legends. Even then, you've got Karen Traviss, the mother of Mandalore. She is the one who. Yes, thank George Lucas for creating the concept of Mandalorians, but you bow down to the Queen Mother, Karen Traviss, because she literally has written the books on Mandalorian culture, the language, the writing, the cultures, everything that they stand for. That's all Karen Traviss. So Karen Traviss, I know you listen. We love you. We appreciate everything that you've done. She's anyway. But even in there, it's been said, Beskar, as we've seen now, Beskar Gam, which is the chest part, is lightsaber resistant, lightsaber proof, blaster proof, obviously. So even if Cobb Vanth was using a slug thrower, that's not going to dent Beskar. So,
Exactly.
so Mr. Deacon, you can go back to those forums and tell them all to eat a fat dick because
I tried to. Oh man, they fought me tooth and nail, bro. It was crazy.
Just have them
take me out the fucking chat, you assholes.
Just have them
eat a magnificent dick, guys.
Have them cite sources. You know, have them cite their sources.
Yeah,
and then that's it. So Durasteel dents. Beskar does not. End of discussion, and that's it. So yeah, season 2 was, in my opinion, amazing. It was well paced. It was kind of a rise. You know, I don't want to say it was a slow burn because it wasn't a slow burn, but it gradually went up and went up and went up. And very pleased, I think. But I'm also like a hardcore fanboy, so I mean, it's like, you know, Dave and John can do no wrong in my eyes. You know, there were a couple filler episodes that I was like, meh, yeah, okay. But it's like they've captured it. I mean, they've got it, man. They've got it. You don't have to search the world for directors that are trying to put like a new spin on Star Wars. And that's what happened with, the sequel trilogy. You know,
trash.
Well, there were so many directors that came and went with the sequel trilogy, and the sequel trilogy is not for everyone. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's trash, but it's not for everyone. But
Louis' face when
I know.
I thought he was about to smoke his pen. He was so like.
But what do you expect?
It's not trash.
What do you expect from someone who doesn't like Bo-Katan? I mean, so that's you got to take that with a grain of salt. Yeah. But that was the problem. There were all these directors that, came and went because it's like, well, this isn't my vision. Motherfucker, the vision is already locked in. It's Star Wars.
George Lucas's vision.
It's George Lucas's vision. He's done the hard work for you. All you have to do is just tell the hero's journey. That's it. That's it. Just tell the fucking story. How would George just wear it? Wear a t-shirt that says WWGD. What would George do? And then you're good. That's any one of us here. I have no directorial experience. I could direct a fucking Star Wars film.
No doubt.
Because I know what's going to happen. This is the hero. This is the situation. There's going to be a chase. There's going to be some lightsabers. Someone's going to discover something about themselves. Roll credits. Done. That's Star Wars.
Done deal.
But Dave and John have captured the essence. And the prequel or the sequel trilogy was not for us. And I'm not shitting on the sequel trilogy. What I'm saying is it was not for us.
You're absolutely right.
It was meant for the next generation. It was meant for the next generation. We had our Star Wars. We had our Star Wars already. Yes, I agree.
And I think J.J. Abrams was trying to stay in the vein of that, but this goes to my theory that always proves right. Has always been proven right. When you have either one film, or in this case, a series of films, don't change your directors unless you guys are connecting and conferring with each other.
Yeah.
Did this happen here? Did this? Okay, so I want to make sure my character doesn't override this. Perfect example. John Boyega's character was advertised in the first of this trilogy, and it was deemed to fans that he's going to be one of the main characters.
Yeah.
If not the main character.
And we saw what happened with that.
Exactly. You wasted his character. You wasted his storyline. And JJ, I think Rian Johnson, he made him a comedic root. And JJ tried to correct course, but in correcting the course, he still screwed up his...
John Boyega's character was shat upon. 100%. Yeah. And Louis, I know you love him. I know you love the sequel trilogy. I know that. And they are not terrible films at all. They're not bad films.
I'm gonna cry, look.
No, they're not bad. No, they're not bad because look at it from a younger, a newer, fresher generation. They love them, and that's what they're for. But if you're like between the ages of like 12 and 20, the sequels were amazing. I mean, that's people. I mean, look at all these people that are like.
How old Louis is. He is the baby of the group.
Well, yeah, but look at how many people love Kylo Ren. I mean, I can't get into Kylo.
So good.
Right, but here's the thing though. Here's the thing about that is John Boyega's Finn was was not utilized properly. And Daddy Louie, you've got to agree with that. You've got to see the error that they made with that character. I mean, he was just... It was like they did it on purpose. Like they give you this...
It was a misdirection. It was
100%
a misdirection.
You fucking cut him up, put him in a fucking Bacta tank for a whole movie?
Before the movie came out, and you go and you get the initial line of toys that came out, Finn came with a lightsaber, Rey came with a staff.
Yeah.
It was a misdirection. You were meant to believe that Rey was a supporting character and Finn was the main character. So that when it didn't happen on screen, there was a shock. There was a shock and awe. Oh my God.
Oh no.
There's not a black hero. There's a female hero.
No. When you said misdirection, I thought what you were saying was
the director messed up.
The director messed up, and I agree with that. That's the misdirection.
It was done intentionally.
And it was a mistake.
It was done intentionally.
Sure, and it was a mistake.
Done intentionally to make us think, to not make us see Rey being the hero prior to sitting down and watching the film.
Sure.
We're supposed to go in thinking it's the same thing. I mean, Star Wars has been doing this forever.
Sure, Blue Harvest.
Right? I mean,
go back to Blue Harvest. Yes,
right.
Yes, we know, but that's not the point. It's the lack of the unintentional misdirection, or maybe it was intentional. I don't know, but when you create this weird pseudo love interest between Finn and Rey, and then out of nowhere, she's fucking kissing up on Kylo, and we never found out what Finn was supposed to tell her when they were about to die. Yeah, I got something to tell you. That was fucked up. And then, like I said, to have him hold the lightsaber and actually hold his own for a second against Kylo, that means one of two things. One, either he's got some hidden potential, or two, Kylo's a fucking trash motherfucker. And I'm going with number two because Kylo is trash. He's just a whiny, spoiled little bitch.
It's the other way around.
He's the dark side version of Farm Boy Luke. He's the dark side version of Farm Boy Luke.
Confirmed in interviews with J.J. Abrams that the thing that Finn was going to tell Rey was that he felt the Force inside of him. That he was Force sensitive. So that is confirmed. That is canon.
Where's it canon? Where's it canon?
It is canon.
Where?
Go on Wikipedia.
No. But where was it? Where is it? Is it in a book? Is it in a film? Is it in a comic book?
It doesn't matter. Go to Wikipedia.
I'm not going anywhere. Who said it? Did someone say it? Did someone say, this is what Finn was supposed to do? Or is it written?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing when everybody said that Boba was dead. Boba was dead until your ass saw him on screen.
Right.
3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks
However,
ago. However,
prior to the shift, prior to the continuity shift, when the books were still canon, Boba Fett.
Can't count that now.
No, you can't count that. But now we can. So we don't know what Finn was going to say. We don't know if it was going to be Force sensitive. I'm Force sensitive, or was he going to say,
Tony
"I
even
love
said
you"?
In the chat, Boyega has come out in interviews and said that he was supposed to declare himself Force sensitive.
Okay, sure. But we have to remember what is canon. Canon is what is in the printed word and on screen, not what some fucking actor says. Not even what if George Lucas comes out and says Finn was supposed to say that, canon, I'll accept it. But unless it's on
J.J.
film,
Abrams, the dude who
directs the fuck? J.J. Abrams directs all kinds of shit. I don't give a fuck. He's just a director. He's the driver. That's all he did. George Lucas built the car with his bare hands.
Right to a fucking wall.
We've gone way off track. Are you telling me that you think that the prequel trilogy is better than the sequel trilogy?
I think in my opinion,
it's a yes or no.
It's not a yes or no. It's not that simple, and you know that. Nothing with Star Wars is that simple. It's not a yes or no. I think that the prequel trilogy is great for what it was set out to do. What it was meant to do, it did. It was supposed to appeal, again, to a new generation of Star Wars fans. There's things I love about the prequel trilogy. There's things I hate. It destroyed my love of Darth Vader because Anakin Skywalker was a whiny little fucking bitch in that movie. 100%. Obi-Wan never listens to me, and I don't. Shut the fuck up. You were this giant, iconic, just badass when I saw you as a kid, and I've always wondered, and we hear Obi-Wan, he was and he was a good friend. He was a fabulous starfighter pilot and a good friend. And, you always hear about the tales of Obi-Wan and Anakin fighting and, all these adventures. And then we see him, Obi-Wan never listens to me. And sand gets everywhere and I don't like it. Shut the fuck up. That is not.
Sand in your crack is a real bummer.
God, but you know what? Fucking use the Force to get it out of your crack. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. But
technically that's what Luke was for 3 movies.
Yes,
too.
but you know who
Whiny
redeemed Anakin Skywalker? Dave Filoni in the Clone Wars, because then we got to see Anakin Skywalker. And he was not a whiny little bitch. He was not conflicted. He was conflicted when Ahsoka came around, because it was like, I want to train her, but I kind of want to go solo and do my own thing, and I'm responsible for her, and blah 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 blah. But so the prequel trilogy also introduced a whole new generation to these beloved characters, and we got to see backstory. And that's what I love. We'd heard for years, decades, we heard about this battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan, and all we knew was that it took place on the side of a volcano. That was all that was ever written about it at that point. But now we get to see this battle. We get to see that relationship between the two of them, the love that they had, the brotherhood that they had, and then it was heartbreaking. If you look at the entire prequel trilogy, yes, there, Jar Jar Binks, which I stand by Jar Jar, because he did what he was supposed to do. He was comic relief, and kids love him, and we didn't have to love him.
I never had a problem with Jar Jar.
I didn't have a problem with Jar Jar either.
Understood what the big deal was.
I didn't either.
So would you say that the misdirection that the misdirection that they had was probably intentional, but was delivered wrong?
They fucked up. They screwed the pooch.
I think that the delivery was perfectly fine. I think in The Force Awakens, the Finn character is fine. There's no problem with the Finn character.
I agree.
At all.
I agree.
The problem happened when Rian Johnson took over and put him with
Rose.
What was that girl's name? Rose.
Yeah.
And it's almost like Rian Johnson. He sat down at the table. He was like, I don't know what the fuck to do with this character. So we're going to send him on a side mission that makes absolutely no sense towards the story, just to have him doing something. And then it will be J.J. Abrams' issue in the next movie. And then J.J. Abrams sat down with the third movie. He was like, well, there goes all my plans. You shat on him.
Yeah.
And he did the best that he could to rebuild it. But
he did all right.
I mean, by that point, the character had already
been fucked. Yes.
Been fucked up. I thought the delivery was fine. I liked the misdirection. When Rey got the lightsaber, I flipped out because I have a little girl and I'm like, oh my God, now I have something that I can talk to. Before it was like I was trying to get my son into Star Wars and I knew my daughter was never going to be into it. And now Rey comes along and it's like, well, now there's this badass female.
Because I was all for Finn being Force sensitive.
I was.
Oh, absolutely.
I was all for it. But like you said, Rian Johnson got a hold of the reins and took the character and steered it over here, and J.J. Abrams is like, well, this is all I got to work with now because I can't fix it.
And J.J. could have done a little bit more, but
he could have done.
I don't know. He could have had him move something with the Force. I think that if he would have just done a little something, even just a little, that would have done a little better.
A little bit of continuity. It's just either you're gonna be going in Rey's direction, or you're gonna be going in Rose's direction, or you're gonna be doing something with the Force, or you're gonna maybe be, just Finn. Maybe you're just going to walk away and try to figure yourself out because you were an abducted child who was raised to be a stormtrooper your whole life. Maybe you need a minute. Maybe you need a minute to go find out who you are for, just give this man a year to backpack around Europe. Something. Just, so he can find himself, smoke some weed.
Because the whole Rey and Kylo Ren, them kissing, that was the
worst part of the sequels.
Yeah, that was such.
So it's really cool how we're talking about The Mandalorian season 2.
It all ties back together.
Star Wars and
I
dicks.
have all these things that tie it back together. You ready? Okay.
Star Wars and dicks. Hold on. Wait. Wait. What? Hold on. We'll let Jackie. I'll let you go. We'll go ahead and do that in just a second. But Anthony had mentioned something. He said to an earlier point, what does canon even mean when Disney can just declare things that were canon to no longer be so? Now, for that, I think these retcons that have been happening, that was to, I don't think that they're just like picking and choosing. It was, what's his name? Dan something maybe. He's the keeper of the holocron. Basically, it's his job at Lucasfilm is to keep everything in order. Every piece of Star Wars literature, every film, every cartoon, he keeps a record of. I want to say it's Dan something, but it's probably not. But anyway, he's
how cool that job is.
Probably very stressful. But when the Disney buyout happened, they had to just wipe the slate clean and start fresh because they knew that there was going to be, there would be some conflicts. So
there's going to be conflicts, yeah.
And there was already conflicts. We had Splinter in the Mind's Eye. That was the second book that came out. That came out right after A New Hope came out. But in that, it hadn't been revealed that Luke and Leia were brother and sister yet. So in this book, Luke's having like fantasies about Princess Leia, and it was the first time that he meets Darth Vader. Him and Darth Vader fight. Obi-Wan possesses him, and he chops off one of Vader's arms. But they decided to make that not. It's a great book. It is a really, really good book, and it came out in Splinter in the Mind's Eye. Really, really, they actually are looking for they're looking for a kyber crystal on this fucked, and it was Luke and Leia. They had to go undercover in this weird like mining village. It's a really, really good book, but there's just some like weird sexual tension between the Skywalker siblings. But again, this is before we knew that they were siblings. So once Empire came out, they were like, y'all need to take that book off the shelf. That's not legit anymore.
We didn't find out that they were
until Jedi.
Twins until Jedi.
Jedi, yeah.
All right,
Jackie, yes.
Jay Quillen.
Yes,
go ahead, Jay Quillen.
Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares.
We do care. We do care.
They just get so fucking carried away.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was gonna say. You were talking about those movies and the weird pseudo love interest, and I'm like, hello, Luke and Leia, you had a whole misdirection with a weird pseudo love interest, and that's not who she ends up with. My whole thing, I guess you could call this my actual hot take rather than Perm Lady is a terrible character. My actual hot take, and I was going to mention this last week in the inner circle, but we got carried away last week too, and I didn't get to talk, so whatever.
We're going to let you go first this week.
Yeah, you'll go first this week.
There are 7 people in there this week. So Star Wars likes to mirror story arcs. So weird pseudo love interest, right? And we learned when we had the Darth Jar Jar episode, and Jar Jar Binks' character was supposed to mirror Yoda and be the dark Yoda, right?
Yeah.
So
that's a little racist, but go ahead.
That's not what I mean. But he's supposed to be like the Yoda of the dark side, but people hated the character so much that they nixed it. The story arc the story arc of Grogu, like we were talking about last week, I thought that showing him in shackles with Moff Gideon, well, it was actually 2 weeks ago, he was like playing with the stormtroopers and like running them into each other and whatever, and I said, I think they're turning him dark, right? And it felt like they're tying all of that together story arc wise with Luke brought Darth Vader back from the dark side and like the last moments of his life, and we were talking a lot about the Ahsoka episode. There's so much conflict there, and I feel like there might be, I mean, who knows what's going to happen next season and after this week's episode, but man, it felt like if they turn him dark, and like what if Din is the person who brings him back at some point, saves him, like what if there's all this conflict going on, because they keep saying like fear and he's gonna turn dark and whatever, but what if that's what saves him from doing that after he has been let to do some of these, like he was so scared, he was playing with people and having them hurt each other, and
I don't know if he was playing. I think he was defending himself.
He wasn't playing.
Yeah, he wasn't playing at all.
He's 50 years old, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Just like,
right, but But Ahsoka didn't train him for a reason. She said there's too much fear. He's too old. No, like she said no. She said no for a reason.
Yeah, because of Anakin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what if there's
But that was her fear.
what if there's something to it? What if the story arc kind of mirrors that, like Star Wars is known to do?
Well, look at Star Wars is at its core, it's the hero's journey. It is just the classic hero's journey. It is our mythology. It is human mythology, and that's what it is. And Star Wars has always been about redemption. More than anything else, growth and redemption. Those are probably the two core philosophies, because Vader redeemed himself, Kylo Ren redeemed himself. Even in some way, Luke,
Han.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even in a weird way, well, not in a weird way, but in a certain way, Han, also kind of, redeemed himself as being kind of a shitty father. So you always have those themes of redemption, but the sequels.
You don't think that there's going to be a redemption theme with Din and Grogu?
I don't think so. I don't, because now
Inner Circle.
Because now, yeah, but now, like
I'm talking about 2 episodes ago, though.
I don't think that,
or more. I'm talking about Ahsoka. I'm talking about when he was first captured. That was 2 episodes ago.
Mm.
It has nothing to do with today.
But I think that this is a different. I don't want to say it's a different Star Wars, because it's not a different Star Wars. This is the Star Wars. It doesn't get more Star Warsy than the Mandalorian series. I mean, period. I mean, this is the most Star Warsy thing in Star Wars.
But you told me my hot take was supposed to be controversial, and now you're saying, like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, that's controversial.
That's
controversial. Yeah.
I guess it's a good hot take then.
No, but I'm not even saying that you're wrong. I don't know if we're gonna see any kind of redemption, it's probably gonna be from Louis's girl, Bo-Katan. I think we might see some redemption there.
She needs to die.
Oh,
wait, before you say anything more, Tommy, can we say, what about the redemption of the stormtroopers who managed to find baby shackles to put on Grogu?
Whoever made those, well done.
There was a little stormtrooper redemption. There was. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, that was.
I didn't know we were doing baby shackles. At some point, somebody had to say, this is not maybe the job for me.
Right.
If we're going to be shackling babies.
Somebody is somewhere is in a machine shop, and like, yeah, Moff Gideon needs some baby shackles. It's like, wait, what? Why does he need some baby shackles?
They knew he was coming when that was his plan to capture him. So why not?
But I want to go back. I want to go back a few episodes. One episode? No, 2 episodes. I want to go back 2 episodes. Again, I want to send thoughts and prayers out to the family of that shore trooper who got shot in the cafeteria during that whole scene. When
he didn't even
the one
drop
that was
his
just
plate.
coming in with his lunch.
My
Like, he was
dude
stuck, like, I'm hungry, I just want to eat.
My dude, just think about it. This poor guy, he just spent fucking 14 hours on shift. His buddy Mike just died in a transport explosion just hours before. He just found out that his buddy got blown up by these scallywag pirates or whatever they are. And so now he's dealing with that. He had his Jawa juice. He had his little space donut. He just wanted to get off his feet, sit down, enjoy a snack, and try to think about how he's going to compose this letter to his best friend's wife, who is now a widow and a single mother. And then fucking,
you had a lot of time to think.
And then fucking Bill Burr.
Damn, you just built a whole nother fucking episode.
Bill Burr goes fucking Columbine in the cafeteria, and my dude is just like,
wow.
Let's go. What? He just wanted to fucking eat. He just wanted to fucking snack. That's it. He had a heart. We can all relate to that guy. Fucking cafeteria trooper. Thoughts and prayers. I hope he pulled through.
Look at that. Look at
Care Bear stare.
You can look at that guy.
Care Bear stare.
He had been like a loyal Star Trooper. he would have dropped his plate and pulled out his pistol.
He didn't give a
do
fuck.
that.
He was just like, he's like, look, I've got no beef with whatever you just did to that commander. Can I just?
He was an asshole anyway. So
he was a dick. You just did me a favor. Thank you, but I'm just gonna go sit down. Whatever you need to do, I'm just gonna
turn my back.
No. He used his last food ticket to get that little lunch. Because, you know, on that planet, they don't give you a lot because they're having so many other problems. There's budget issues because those transports get blown up. They don't, you know, they're cutting into the food budget now. So it's like, you know, that's, you get the Jawa juice and you get your little space donut and you're done. But it's, so thoughts and prayers because fuck Bill Burr. That guy's an asshole. That guy's an asshole.
I love that scene.
But his character did some very important things for the story arc.
Did. Yeah, I agree.
It did.
I agree 100%.
Piss on that trooper. He should have trained harder. They all got them troopers is trash. It's not their fault they can't shoot the broadside of the banter. It ain't his. He's trash. He deserved to die. How
are you gonna shoot when you've got your food?
Drop the plate like.
Would you? You wouldn't.
Dude, if he came in there and blasted, I'm like, oh shit, I would just drop mine and pull my shit out.
No, you wouldn't.
People getting shot.
No, you wouldn't. Not after the day that he had. Not after the day that he had.
In your house and I start blasting, you gonna look at me in your house?
No,
it was in his.
It wasn't Anderson. He was in the cafeteria at work.
That's their base.
He was at work.
Didn't want to.
They
That's the
lived
thing.
there.
He didn't want to.
Come on.
He was trying to. He was just like he was
like,
conflicted. He was conflicted. He didn't want. I'm like, look. Like Tommy said, I don't know about the whole backstory.
Yeah,
but
Tommy just added a whole bunch of shit.
I just watched I'm watching it literally while you guys are talking because I forgot about that scene. And dude, literally, just turn and look at him. He's like,
right, he's just like standing there.
You can't see his face. He's got a helmet on.
He was like,
You can just think like he's probably just like, fuck.
I want to put him on a t-shirt. I want to put fucking Lunch Trooper on a t-shirt.
Like out to lunch. Put out to lunch.
I mean,
you know,
do it.
we're gonna do it because, you know, like a lot of times, you know, people you will put, like, if you have a relative who's passed away, you'll make t-shirts, you know, for your relative who passed away.
The other officers, they sat in their ass too, though. They sat there too. They didn't do shit either.
Because they're officers. Officers don't do shit anyway. You've been in the military, you know.
Hey, yeah.
Jamie said he just wanted lunch. Exactly.
That's it.
That's all the man wanted to do.
He got lunch, all right.
Lunch Trooper. Thoughts and prayers. That's a t-shirt. Lunch Trooper. We're gonna make a Lunch Trooper t-shirt because fuck.
Oh god.
When are we making that charity t-shirt? I can't wait. I want one.
Over the break.
And I got Emily Swallow's mailing address, so we're gonna send her one.
Okay. Well, we need to partner up with the Surf Rider Foundation first. It's because we may not be their particular brand. We might not be on brand with them. They might not want us to represent.
Donate money to them.
Sure. But you know, we'll reach out and we'll find out what's going on. Hey, we're about to wrap up, but we need to talk about the Mandalorian helmet giveaway and announce the winner of our Mandalorian helmet giveaway. Of course, for the entire season.
Drum roll in the chat, please.
That's all. I mean, I've got that. It's your Mandalorian helmet giveaway winner. No one won. No one won the bucket. So you got to play to win. Nobody played, and nobody played. That's our bad. That is our bad. We made the contest for this helmet entirely too complicated. We recognize that. Yeah. And also, I think that I probably should have trimmed the helmet a little bit first. So I think I'm going to do that. So over our break, this is our last episode of the season.
People realize their head's not going to fit in there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's not going to fit. What the fuck am I going to do with that?
What do I do?
You know, you could have made it a little bit more appealing, like maybe.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of
you're right.
Who the fuck wants a white bucket? Like here.
Well, so this was my reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
This was my reasoning behind it. Was, let's say someone wanted the helmet, but they didn't want me to fuck with it. They wanted to do it themselves.
I get that.
That's why I didn't want to alter it or do anything.
It's called repaint.
Still, nobody wants to do that cleaning up and trimming.
Right. So what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna be on a 2-week hiatus. So during that 2 weeks, I'm going to go ahead and cut the visor out. I'll trim all this up. I'm going to get all of this nice and cleaned up. There's a few little low spots. I'll fill everything in, sand it. I'll probably put the base coat and the silver on here. So it'll be a nice clean helmet ready for paint. And we're going to do the contest again for our new season. And the way we're doing the contest this time, all you have to do is like all of the other YouTube contests, like, comment, subscribe. That's it. Just watch the show, comment on the video. Each week we're going to just grab one random name from the comments. That's going to go into a hat or a bucket, or maybe this bucket. And once we get 8 names out of that, then on the last episode, we will announce the winner then. It'll be a random drawing. So there you go.
And should we say, are there any restrictions? Like, is Tony allowed to win?
Well, yeah, because, yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, there are no restrictions on this.
He wrote in the chats, he said I would have played, but I wasn't allowed.
And you would have been the only winner. You would have been the only winner.
Well, actually, he wasn't the only the first time. I was going to say again, but no, he wasn't the only one who submitted. He was just the first one.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, but now he would have been, now he would have been the only winner.
So, since nobody won and nobody got the phrase,
go for it. We might as well go for it.
Do you want to tell them what movie we're watching next week?
Yes. So.
Oh yeah, what was the phrase?
So all season long, we've been dropping you these safe words, right? The for the phrase that pays, and you just had to find, what was it? 9 words, right?
9 words.
So 9 words. Put them together to make the phrase. Unscramble them. Put them together. Email it to us. It's too late now, but. So the phrase that pays was, there are some rules you've got to follow, right?
Yes.
Yes. And that is from Gremlins.
Anyone?
Oh, sorry.
I was like, yes.
So that was the phrase that pays. That was the movie quote. There are some rules you've got to follow. And we even said it on the very first episode this season. We said it. We said the movie quote.
We said the phrase.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hiding in plain sight.
Was that intentional?
Yes, it was intentional. Of course it was.
The first 2 episodes.
The first 2 episodes. Yeah. We said, when it comes to this contest, there are some rules you've got to follow. And nobody participated. Wow. So you got to play to win.
Hiding in plain sight.
Hiding in plain sight. So that's fine.
In other words, that when you join or when you like, follow, and share the show in the podcast, just all I can say.
That's not what we're talking about, Chris. Tommy,
do it
what
for the
movie
next
season.
Gremlins.
The bucket, do it for the next season.
There you go.
Yes.
We're watching Gremlins.
Next Friday, Christmas in the evening, not Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day in the evening. Watch Gremlins with us.
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out and chill, and it's gonna. You know what?
I was real happy about that when I told her, by the way. So y'all better fucking come and watch the movie with us.
I didn't hear what you said. I didn't hear what you said.
I said my wife was real happy.
Oh,
when
yay.
I told her
Oh,
that.
yeah. You're going to have a your whole family is going to be there. So cute.
I was
I'll bring my cats.
Oh, God.
I'll bring a bottle of booze. That's fine. So we're going to be getting drunk, watching Gremlins for Christmas. Christmas with the nerds. It'll be fun, and we'll look forward to having you there. Maybe we'll do some random giveaways or something.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
We have like 2 minutes. Can we do the question of the week real quick?
We have 2 minutes. Are we?
There's no time for questions.
There's people wrote in the chat.
I know,
oh yeah, all right.
People.
So question of the week, Jake Quellen.
Explain it quick. Go.
So real quick, I asked you for your word of the year. Twitter puts out a thing. What's your word of the year?
Fuck.
Tommy's word of the year is fuck.
Yep.
I saw some really funny ones put out by like bigger companies. So YouTube said their word of the year is unsubscribe. Lyft said 0 out of 5 stars. Adobe said Control Z.
Yeah, which
that
all
was my favorite.
Which all translates into what? Fuck.
Undo.
Right?
Freaking undo. So the on the Facebook page, we had 3 people comment.
Whose Facebook page? Which one?
The Circle of Nerds.
Oh.
On the Circle of Nerds Facebook page, we had 3 people comment. Our very own Daddy Louie said, bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Jair said, I don't have a word, but my new phrase has become in the before times when referring to anything pre-2020. And Anthony said Mando. His word of the year is Mando. Positive spin on it. Thank you.
All right.
In the chat, Ian said McLovin, as in he's not McLovin this year.
Oh, shit.
And Tamara said something too. Let me see. What did she say? Dumpster fire, train wreck, and shitstorm by mushing the words
I was
together.
going to say, my word of the year was shit show. Yeah. So
Shit
it's
show?
close.
Yeah.
Tams and I are on the same page. Shit show.
It was. Blurred's Eye View podcast just said son of a bitch. Yep, that's thumbs up.
That's 3 words.
But you know what? But if you say it, use some bitch. You said some bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Some bitch counts.
There you go. Some bitch.
Some bitch counts. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch counts.
Still be one word.
All right, folks.
All right, Mr. Deacon, what's your word?
Oh, yeah, Mr. Deacon.
Anyone that didn't answer?
Ass. Everything is ass.
Not trash?
I thought it was trash.
That too, but I try to change it up,
Yeah.
Try to be different.
It's
Yeah.
crash.
Now, I mean, when I do my show, I'll
It's
be
the
like,
last.
I'll be like, man, this is
Last band.
ass.
All right, that's it. We're all done. We're gone. We are out of here. We are about to head on over into the inner circle, and we are going to discuss the season finale of The Mandalorian. What an episode that was. You thought we got fired up here right now. Oh, just wait. It's inner circle time. And how do you get into the inner circle? Very easy. Go to patreon.com/Circle of Nerds. Check us out, but for a small pittance. We appreciate your support. We need your support. If you like what we do, consider a small gift because it helps us out. Helps us to get, upgrade the equipment, pay for some of our hosting fees, things like that. So
It's less than the price of a Mocha Choca bullshit from Starbucks, people. Come on.
yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, because that's like a fucking $7 crappuccino.
The $100 tier if you want shirtless Louis, boudoir Louis.
Is that up?
It's not up, no.
Oh, Lord.
Because Louis has a fan page now, right?
And OnlyFans? Not yet.
We do have an OnlyFans.
We do.
We do.
OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Circle of Nerds.
No, but his fan thing on YouTube or whatever.
Shh, don't tell people about that.
Oh, that's right. All right. So inner circle time, folks. We want to thank everyone for your continued love and support. We absolutely love you back and appreciate you. Because again, you could always be spending your time elsewhere. You choose to spend your time with us, and we love you for that. So yeah, we're gonna jump in there. Circle. Please, please, please come join us on Christmas. We're gonna post something on Facebook. We'll have like an official post for that.
Make an event.
We'll make an event. Please come join us Christmas. It'll be in the evening. All the other bullshit for the day is done. You're not going out to any Christmas parties, so you might as well hang out with us.
What time? 8:30?
It's 8:30. 8:30 Eastern, whatever that is Pacific, and then all the other stuff in between.
5:30.
5:30, sure. And it'll be nice. We had our last movie night was Spaceballs, I believe, and that was a good time. We always have fun. So, yeah, come hit us up. Inner Circle time. For those of you that are members of the Inner Circle, we are going to have company again tonight. We're going to have Mando Girl and the Grey Warden. They are joining us again. We've got some real life Mandos to talk to us about The Mandalorian. So that's going to be some good shit. So stay tuned for that if you are a Patreon subscriber. For everyone else, we are going to see you in the new year. I think we're taking 2 weeks off. So 2 weeks from today, we will be back with a brand new season. That will not be an hour-long episode. 20 minutes max is the goal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know it's going to go in a fucking hour anyway. It's fine.
Ass.
Yeah, I know. So please be safe. If we don't see you on movie night, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is that you happen to celebrate during this time of the year. Enjoy it. Enjoy, if you can't be physically with your family, do something like this. Do a Zoom call, Skype, whatever it is. You can still interact with family. I know it's hard with COVID. Everyone's separated and socially distanced. It's difficult. It's a very difficult, especially this time of year. This is our first Christmas, our first big holiday under quarantine. Emotionally, mentally, it's hard on everyone. But
wow, this is getting dark.
there are ways that it doesn't have to be so difficult. So again, reach out to family and friends, organize a Zoom call, Facebook chat. Netflix has this whole thing where you can watch movies together. Do something. Don't just, sit in silence. What is it? Sit in solemn silence, waiting for a short, dark dot, waiting for a short sensation of a short, sharp shock.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
From a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block.
Yeah. So John just said, the old Mitcher, he said that he would have won. You got to play to win, buddy. You got to play to win. You would have won.
Yeah.
Would have,
Yeah.
could have, didn't.
Shoulda.
But
Don't
didn't.
count.
So everyone be safe, and find your joy, find your happiness, because it's out there for you. It is out there for you. Don't let this mood, don't let all this shit weigh you down, because your happiness is out there. Your joy is out there. Go get it. So we're heading into the inner circle right now. And as always, if no one does anything nice for you, do something nice to yourself, and we will see you next year. Say goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
See you later.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, Merry
Bye.
Christmas, Happy New Year.
Y'all come back now here.
Peace.
All right, inner circle time. We are back. We are rocking out with our cocks out, jamming out with our clams out. Let's get. Has anyone?
Say, did you invite your people?
Yeah, you up so quick. I was trying to go to the
You're
bathroom.
the one.
Go to
you're
the
the
bathroom.
one talking.
Oh, where's
Go to the bathroom.
Gaylord and all the rest of them?
Don't they already? The Grey Warden, not Gaylord. Don't.
You know what I mean.
Do they not have
The
the?
Gaylorden.
Do they? My phone is otherwise occupied. Do they have
You've been talking to them. You arranged this.
I know.
I haven't talked to them.
All right, hold on, stand by.
It's the same link as last week, but they probably don't know that.
Yeah, probably not.
What the heck happened on my TikTok? I was just looking to see if they messaged me anything. No. But why do I have
It's a
52
little strange
comments?
that they weren't in the.
They were.
I would
Jamie
have thought
Sherman.
that they weren't watching.
They were. That's
They
Jamie.
were.
That
They
was
did
Jamie.
watch.
Oh, okay. Well, so they know then that we're done.
Yes, but they may not know that it's the same link as last week.
I get me some new fucking headphones. This shit hurts my ears. Lord have mercy.
All right, so I just sent them a message on Facebook. Jackie, can you hit them up on TikTok? Por favor.
Por favor.
Por favor. Bitteschön. Oh, wait. Grey Warden and a girl. Boom. There they are. Hold on. Let me,
I feel like you should do the intro over again.
there they go.
Like, because we should probably cut all of this out. 'cause-
It's the inner circle. It's fine.
It's fine.
Do what we like and we love it.
It is perfectly
I
fine.
love these potato
Yeah,
chips.
nobody can see me doing the Al Bundy right now, you know. Shit.
Got your hand-
Love
got your hand down your
marriage,
pants?
Love
Yeah.
and marriage.
Goes together like a
Goes together.
horse
There we go.
and carriage.
What?
There they are. Oh.
They're riding in the cockpit.
Oh no!
There you go.
Look at Lunch
Thoughts and
Trooper.
prayers, lunch trooper. Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, man.
I like that.
We're so sorry for you, brother. We feel so
With
bad.
your lunch tray. Oh my god.
That is fucking awesome. I love it.
Wow, you guys make them helmets quick, don't they? Shit.
Fucking lunch trooper.
No. He's been at Shory for years now.
Yeah, I felt so bad for my brother.
Right? God, that was
the man
Like,
was
oh,
just
man,
trying to
he just
eat.
wanted Pizza and chalky milk, man.
right.
That's all.
Chalky milk and nuggies, chicky nuggies
And
and
he
chalky
had
milk.
his mouth
Tell
set
that,
on.
the look on his face. He's like, "Oh shit, what happened? What? Oh man."
Like he knew. He knew. And but I feel bad because in that episode, like they talked about it, fucking transports have been getting blasted and blown the fuck up all day long. So some of his buddies got waxed that day. So he's having a hard time, man. Let that man sit down.
They're all cheering and stuff when they get there.
Right.
Yeah, somebody finally made it. And then they're like, "Hey, wait a minute, why are these guys shooting?"
Troopers are people too, and I don't think people understand that. These dudes just want a job. They just need, they're just trying to make a living. They don't give a fuck about politics. They're just trying to earn some credits, man.
How much is a trooper's salary?
Not good.
Why are you gonna sign up?
No, I just like, that would be interesting if we did some research. How much does a trooper get paid? To get
Not
shot-
great.
To get shot in the ass.
I feel like it's
Both of-
it's
back
barely
in the
a
day.
living wage.
A trooper's retirement plan and shit, What the hell's going on?
I hope they have a lot of surviving spouse coverage on all of their benefits.
They need a lot of that shit.
I don't. You know what? I feel like after the first Death Star, I don't think that the Empire has great insurance anymore after that. That one really kind of bit him in the ass.
They can't even afford railings. So.
Right.
Stormtrooper SGLI and shit.
They really need a railing
Money.
here. They really need to put a railing here. That was so funny. Fucking.
That is so
that was
dangerous.
Family Guy, right?
There's no
Was
union.
that Family Guy or Robot Chicken that
That
did
was
that?
Family Guy.
Family Guy, yeah.
All of them sound the same when they fall. They all sound. They don't change shit up.
That Wilhelm scream.
It's funny.
That fucking Wilhelm.
Ah!
All right. So Petroni, welcome to the Inner Circle. We've got
Thank you.
we've got some Petroni with us right now. So thank you.
I gotta fucking sign up.
Yeah, you do, motherfucker.
Yeah, you
what
do.
the shit?
When you assholes subscribe,
I'm a
goddammit.
Patroni.
Yeah, Jackie's a
Amy and
Petroni.
Brent are Patroni.
Jackie's a Patroni. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll do that tonight.
Daddy Louie is a Patroni.
Daddy Lou is a Patroni.
Yeah, I gotta sign up too.
Chris isn't, and neither am I.
But
I need to.
I'm the Wayne Brady of our group. I'm all over the place.
No doubt.
Well, if you're the Wayne Brady of the group, that means you've got the most money, which means you can definitely
wish it was
fucking
the most
subscribe.
Shit.
All right,
I
Wayne.
need to start pouring in.
All right, so season finale.
Wow.
That sums it up. Thank you for joining us, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
That's
The mood, the emotions.
Just we should do word of the episode instead of word of the year.
there you go. That's a
Word
good
of the
idea.
Season finale.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. All right, so
Son of a bitch.
we just got
It
wow.
works with everything.
Somebody mentioned Star Wars and Dicks in the comments. They did. They did. I forgot who it was though.
Star Wars and Dicks. We got to do that as a spin-off show, man. We really do. That's
Oh my god.
that's where it's at.
Another show.
Another show because we have time to
Wow.
do another show. We already do fucking 3, but it's all right. Man, so I don't know who wants. I mean, I've got. Who's got notes? All right. We'll let the company go first.
Yeah.
All right.
So I kind of took a. Yeah, I'm working on it.
I studied this time.
Yes, I made sure I watched the episode at first at work, and I had to keep my mouth shut, not to ruin it like for any of my coworkers. It was horrible.
I was sitting at my desk watching. I'm like, Tommy, what's wrong? My grandma just died. It's not a big deal. Leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, so first thing he brought up was what happened to the third Mando in Bo-Katan's party.
The dude. He's at
Yeah.
home. He's at home watching the kids.
Yeah.
This was. Think about it.
They
This
decided they don't need no dudes anymore.
now. This was a female empowerment episode. We saw fucking Girl Squad kicking ass today.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
So old boy was at home watching the little mandolings.
But I mean, you had Din and Boba Fett. What other dudes do you need, really?
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Mr.
I mean-
Nobody over there, like.
Damn, the hatred that they have for Fett. Rest in peace, Jeremy Bullock.
Rest in peace, Jeremy Bullock.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't like Fett very much.
Yeah, and they totally called him out though.
They
like,
did.
And finally, the truth came out to what he was, because Din didn't know this whole entire
No.
time.
You talking about? It was like, this is not the time for this crew to break down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Din. I don't think he even gave a fuck. And if he did care, he cares about the child. That's be a clone.
That's
Don't
it.
be a clone. I don't give a fuck. Are you gonna help me save my son? That's fuck it. That's all I care about. But Bo was a savage. I mean, father, don't you mean your donor? I was like, oh shit.
I think that's what
That's
Louis meant.
because
She's a bitch. That's what he
She's
meant.
a bitch.
Oh God.
She's a badass bitch.
She
no,
is.
she's not.
We keep
No.
trying to tell him this.
No,
Yeah.
Gina is a badass bitch.
But you don't know
I'm
Bo,
not denying that. I agree.
right?
So how about this? Gina is a bad bitch.
Yeah.
She's a bad bitch.
Katie is a bad bitch.
Bo-Katan is a badass, space, and also a bitch.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
a badass bitch.
That's acceptable.
Because you
Okay.
don't know Bo
What
how we
about-
know Bo.
I
That's
don't know.
You know
I
what?
really think it's the act. I mean, unless she's doing that on purpose, and you guys could tell me because you know Clone Wars. I think it's the acting. Like,
no, this is how she
I
was in the
think
Clone
that
Wars.
she's-
Yeah,
Really?
she was like that in Clone Wars.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she's
she has a
reprising.
nasty resting bitch face all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
And she's just grumpy all the time.
But
like,
Yeah.
she is grumpy.
but
She
when
is
you
so
find
grumpy.
out, but Louis
You
seriously,
wake up in the morning and you roll over and you're like, ugh,
yeah,
God,
yeah,
you're still here.
yeah.
Oh,
Time
come
of the ugly
on.
time.
But when you
I'm
find
gonna
out
get a-
what she's been through,
Yeah.
you'll get it. You'll understand. That girl's been through some fucking shit. Seriously.
Louis, hey, Louis, I'm gonna order a shirt with Bo-Katan's face, and I'm gonna put Bo Nose on that
Bo
bitch.
knows.
So nice.
Bo knows.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna order that shit as soon as we get done.
That's
I'm
a
gonna wear that
t-shirt.
shit. For real. Bo knows. She knows.
So why didn't Fett help them once they were on board? Like, where in the hell did he go to?
Yeah, he just left, didn't come back.
Oh.
I mean, he could have shot some of those dark troopers out,
That could have been when
Oh, he went
the
to-
clone line. He probably went to clone. He was like, you know what? Fuck
TPS
these
reports?
motherfuckers for right now. I just need a minute. She didn't have to tell me about my daddy like that.
Yeah, he dipped
Well, you know,
out.
to that end, like when the Dark Troopers boarded back onto the ship, and there was like this imminent doom, and you're like, somebody's got to come save them, right? I thought it was going to be Fett.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
did.
really thought it
I
was
did.
going to be Fett. I even looked at my, because I was watching it with my wife. I looked and I was like, and here comes Boba to save the day,
Yep.
and Boba didn't come back.
Because Boba was like,
he was the
"Fuck you."
getaway driver.
Boba was like, "Fuck you" with that fucking
Okay.
that donor comment. Fuck you. Good luck. You can eat some Dark Trooper dick. I'm out. I'm going back to Tatooine.
No, you know what? It reminds me of the line from Half Baked when one of the guys he's quitting his job and he's like, "Fuck you,
Fuck you. Yeah.
fuck you. You're cool.
I'm out.
Fuck you."
Yeah, he came back and got Fennec. And then,
Yeah.
like, fuck
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah,
Wait,
so-
but no.
yeah.
What about the scene after the credits? That's where he went.
No,
He's
no,
already
he
doing
had
his
Fennec.
spin-off.
He had
That
Fennec
was
with
after,
him.
yeah, Fennec winning.
Yeah, to come back get her.
So
Yeah,
he
they
came
can-
back eventually.
Mhm.
Just we
I
didn't-
tried. I
Well,
don't know.
Yeah, because also wait a minute. He had to come back because he's their ride.
Yeah.
Right.
He was the getaway
Yeah.
driver.
Everybody left. Everybody left.
Ship.
Yeah.
I mean, they've
No,
got
they
their.
took over.
High
No,
five.
they
They
took
just
the
got a
ship.
little cleanup
They
to
took
do
over the
for
ship.
whole
They didn't. They
TIE
had a ride.
fighters.
They had a ride. They took over the ship.
Yeah, that's true. That's
They
true.
had a ride.
They could have bounced back to Tatooine in the fucking cruiser real quick.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's fair.
Did not have a sense of urgency now, did he?
Yeah, when they said go, you got a couple minutes to do this, he's just kind of
Yeah.
walking along, just look around this corner, hide a little bit. Yeah.
And then when the door opened, he was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Dark Troopers! What the fuck?"
That was that moment. That was that moment I had.
exactly it.
I'm like, would you hurry up and put the key in there, please?
He's like,
Exactly.
We finally see a gun jam.
Yes.
"Yes." and
she struggles with it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And it wasn't a quick fix.
she cleared
So
it
much
though.
for the female empowerment episode.
But she cleared it. She cleared it.
I
She
know.
fucking cleared it,
Yeah.
and then she cleared some stormtrooper clocks after that.
yeah.
Rest in peace, buddies.
No doubt.
I'm a TK also.
Such a
so,
badass.
Oh, yeah.
Love that scene.
If she would have shot a hole in the roof when she went, I would have cracked the hell up, man. If she you know, like, oh shit, what the fuck are you doing? You know, but all right.
The drop off the catwalk was like really sick.
Yeah, when they
Where
split.
Bo-Katan and they both split and they came back up.
And then they
like,
came
just
back
took
like,
them all out.
oh.
Yeah. Who knew a primitive weapon could be handy?
Spear.
Spear?
Yes.
That spear.
Yeah, but
was,
that's Beskar, right?
Oh yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
but he fucked those troopers
mean-
up. I mean, that one guy got skewered. I mean, he was like, I mean,
Yeah.
oh, and then, yeah.
And then, hey Din, Dark Troopers can fly, by the way.
It was a quick fix. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, and they're not,
Back.
and they're just droids, so space isn't gonna really do shit to them. So you know,
They're some of the slowest.
it bought them
Yeah.
some time though.
you did.
Yeah,
For
they're some
Yeah,
of the
it
slowest retarded droids I ever seen in my life, dude. They
No.
just and
But
then
see, they're in number. That's the thing. They're in
Dude.
number. What they lack in speed, they make up in number and in
Oh, that's
strength.
true.
It's like
Quantity
zombies.
over
It's like
quality.
zombies. You get
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
might be slow and lumbering, but if you get thousands or hundreds of them,
And if you trip and
at
fall,
once,
you're
that's
fucked.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you fucked.
So the biggest thing, why could Sabine hand Bo-Katan the
Yes.
dark saber?
Thank
But
you.
it isn't okay for Din to do it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna have to cross that one off my list. You got me.
But
I didn't know
Gideon
that.
also
Take that
said
one,
for
take
her
that
to
one.
wield it again,
Again.
she would have to win it in battle. So
So how did
what
she lose it
happened-
to begin with?
What happened there?
Did Gideon fuck her up? You know, did Gideon whoop her ass and take it? But it just
he spoke as he did too.
Okay,
Right.
but Gideon lost to Din. I mean, I don't see Moff Gideon losing to Bo-Katan.
no, because I think Bo could take Din. Din is still in that stage. He's still learning and growing and getting better. Bo has had that time and that training. I think that she could possibly dig in his ass. But yeah, that was when they
But
did
we'll
that.
see. She's really conflicted.
She is conflicted because that's, you know, for better or for worse, that's her brother. You know, that, you know, it doesn't matter that he was raised by Death Watch. That's, you know, because she was Death Watch at one point.
When
you know.
Okay, so I haven't seen Clone Wars. When Sabine gives the lightsaber to
That was Rebels.
Bo,
That was
Hold
Rebels.
on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
what either I haven't seen either. What are the circumstances?
Here,
like, is there
you should have
are there
this.
other
You're the
people-
rightful
are there
owner.
other people
There
around?
you go.
Yeah.
Are there other people
Basically,
around?
relinquishing the throne.
Yeah, there's like 200
Did
other
other
Mandos
people-
around. There's a fucking shit ton of other Mandalorians. They're just all standing there
I
like,
didn't
oh,
know if it was like in private, like maybe the reason that.
No.
you
hell
didn't
no.
know.
No, there was
Okay.
no, it was,
Yeah.
it was, here, this belongs to you, because Sabine had it for a little while. Yeah, it was that moment because, yeah, you know, Bo is supposed to have it because her sister was on the throne, you know, so Bo is the rightful heir to the throne. But yeah, Sabine just handed her that shit. There wasn't any kind of fucking fight or
Well-
scuffle or anything.
How did Sabine get it?
Well, Pre Vizsla lost to Darth Maul, and Maul had it,
Right.
and then Sabine just found it because they was doing some shit with the
Yep.
witches, them witches, and then
Okay,
yeah.
so maybe it's because Sabine didn't win it in battle.
That she just found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Din won it in battle, so it's rightfully his.
Inadvertently.
Good
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Very good point.
He's like, I yield here. Thank
Jake
Damn, look
Paul
at-
Non Star Wars
shit.
fan.
Jackie dropped the mic.
But then once again, how did Gideon get it?
Right, and that's
We
the
don't
thing.
know.
And we don't know.
He
This
could
is the
win it in
conclusion
she
of
didn't
the
have
education
to-
of Jay Quellet.
I know.
Yeah.
I passed.
He might not also.
Give me
he
my
also may not
certificate.
care.
We
He
have
also
taught
may
you
not
all that we
care.
can
He
teach
may
you.
have just stolen it. You know what I mean? He may have just
Yeah.
been like, "Fuck your traditions." Like,
Yeah.
He
But
may have
just
just
because
stolen it.
he
you know?
won it in battle didn't mean the other person died. Like he could have
It had to be a
beat her
surrender
up and run away with it.
Sure.
Like,
But
don't know.
I
You
feel
could
like
yield, you could have yielded in here. You know,
that didn't work. Though,
It didn't
in that
work.
It didn't
episode.
work.
No,
He
no.
tried.
He said, "I yield. Take it."
They didn't fight. You know, he just like, here, take it, I yield. You know, any other yield, they was like getting their ass kicked. Okay, my bad. Here, you know what I'm saying? They gave it up. At least they fought.
right.
You know, Sabine defended the guy there when she fought. You know, but
Yeah, but that's but you know what, Jackie, that's a really, really good point, because Sabine found it. There was no conflict involved, so it was cool for her to hand it over. But
She found it and gave it to the rightful owner, but
Yes.
she didn't. Yeah, there was no conflict in her getting it. She
good
found
point. Look at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Look at you go, girl.
This
proud of you.
education of Jay Quellen has been amazing.
They grow up so
Quite well.
fast.
it. Thank you.
They grow up so fast.
Do I get like an award or something now for passing my Mandalorian?
Do we have the cheer audio
course?
for her?
Yeah,
Oh,
something.
Um,
There it is. There it is. Jay Quellen, graduate of Mandalorian.
Magnificent loud.
okay.
There it is.
I really love the
Thank you.
grungy EDM theme for the Dark Troopers.
Yes. The wub wub.
Like that was, yeah, just very mechanical, and
Yep.
I loved it.
That was nice. I like that.
Moff Gideon deserves to be beat hard and a lot.
About the face and head.
And then the rest of the stuff is pretty short, but like Luke Skywalker, seriously, like out of everyone, holy crap! Like I said, thought it was gonna be Ezra.
Yeah.
They could have went so many different ways. with
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
I think we're gonna see Ezra. We'll see Ezra in the Ahsoka series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and probably Sabine at that point in time
Mhm.
too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
R2D2, which he's a favorite
Yeah.
of mine.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was cool.
There's a
That's so cute.
possibility that R2 had already met Grogu at the Jedi
At the
Temple.
Jedi Temple.
So
yeah.
you were
Really
thinking the
excited
same
to
thing I was
see him.
thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were thinking the same
Wait,
thing
he
I
was
was thinking.
bouncing around and all
that he
happy.
reacted very much like that.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
as we know, R2 remembers everything. He's never had a memory wipe. So I mean,
Never had a memory
that
wipe.
little droid, holy shit,
Talking about being
Yeah.
around the block.
for real.
Yeah. R2, he hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad Mando Daddy. I actually cried.
Same.
I actually cried. And then the Book of Boba Fett, is that going to be their announcement to his series, or is that going to be the next chapter in this series?
I think that's the announcement
Oh,
of his
that's
series.
his trailer.
Yeah,
that's
that's
his.
his.
That's
Oh.
his teaser.
Oh no,
For the
it's
book.
not.
What you mean?
I'm telling you
That's
right
the same
now.
release
I'm
time.
with it.
Yeah, that's the same release time as the next season.
Right.
for
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
yeah.
I think, and you know what? Never mind. Keep going.
No.
No, go
Oh,
ahead,
but-
Louis.
because I got-
I'm done.
This is
Just
part of my
write it
notes.
down.
I
Write it
think-
down.
I think
I feel
that I think that we are done for now with the Mandalorian
With Din.
Din Djarin.
Okay.
Grogu is gone. He's gonna go train for a little while. Din is going to. He's got to do something with the Darksaber and with Bo-Katan.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna go do their thing, figure out how they're gonna get back Mandalore, whatever. The way that so far, the way that the Mandalorian has been laid out, it's been laid out in chapters. The fact that they specifically called this the Book of Boba Fett, and it's coming out supposedly at the same time that Mandalorian season 3 is coming out. And we talked about this on previous episodes, and actually last season we talked about it. The show's got to end sometime, right?
Yeah.
But with Mandalorian, just calling it the Mandalorian, you could do this
Be
show
any
forever
Mandalorian,
and
yeah.
follow different Mandalorians. And I think that's what they're going to do. I think that we will revisit Din eventually. Obviously, we need to have some kind of closure with him and Grogu. There's no way that they just separate and this is the last time we see them together. Maybe it's a rescue mission. Maybe we see, 5 years later,
They
maybe
have to
Din
finish
is.
the whole Darksaber story. No.
No,
that's
not right
it's-
now. They don't.
We might see that in
I don't think they
Ahsoka.
need to do that
Well,
now.
and he did say that he will see him again. And
Right.
I did
He promised.
forget
Promise.
to add that we know later on Kylo supposedly kills all the younglings.
Right.
later on.
But I did some math with my friend in texting earlier because he asked me the same question. So this takes place in 9 ABY. And Kylo was born in 5 ABY. So at this point in time in The Mandalorian, Kylo's only 4.
Yeah.
So assuming that Luke is already training Kylo, which I don't think that he is at 4 years old.
Yeah, he probably
It's
is.
possible, I guess.
Get him young.
Maybe.
That's the Jedi way.
Maybe, but does Luke know? But does Luke know to do that?
Oh yeah.
He's a young teacher still.
Yeah, but he knows. Oh yeah, he knows, and he knows.
Yeah,
he
How
knows
does he
what
know?
happened. He knows what happened
He
with.
was too old, or Anakin
Exactly.
was no.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's
Whatever.
true.
Yeah.
Anakin.
They both were too old, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
But
But
maybe he
if we
knew.
assume, so
Yeah.
basically, I guess where I was going with this is if we assume that Kylo turns or Ben turns around the age of 18, we still got 14 years from when Mandalorian takes place until Kylo turns. So we've got some time in between now and when the destruction of the Jedi Temple happens. Assuming that happens around his 18th birthday. Because he's 30 when he he's 30 when he dies. He dies in 35 ABY. So that's how we did the timeline. Yeah, I wrote all this timeline shit down today. So I was like, I gotta know when all this is happening. Because if Grogu dies from Ben, then I'm fucking done with Star Wars.
No, that'll never
That
happen.
won't happen. So I think that there's a real possibility that this is the end of Din for now. Now we're gonna follow Boba for a little bit, and we'll revisit Din maybe later. And that Filoni and Favreau, I just don't see both.
Why would we follow
Din's
Boba if he
story.
has his own show?
I just don't see. I think this is his show. I
Yeah,
don't
that might
think
be.
they never confirmed Boba Fett as having his own show called Boba Fett.
They just said
Right?
his own
They never
series.
said that. If you go back and you watch,
Okay.
what was that thing? The Inventors Day or the
Investor
Innovators-
Day.
Yeah.
What was that?
The Invaders
Investor
Day.
The
If you
Disney
watch
drop that-
Investor
drop that
Day and they
knowledge on
list
your
out
ass
all
day.
of the shows,
There was no
they
Boba
list
Fett
out all
show.
the shows. Boba Fett is not one of the shows that they mentioned. It's not. So if that was going to be his own show with its own, logo and everything, why didn't they announce it then?
Good point.
They didn't because
The
I think
Book
it's
of
a
Boba Fett.
chapter of the Mandalorian.
Well, and like you
but
said,
didn't you say
they break everything down in chapters anyway. So this was the book of Din Djarin.
Right, and I just
And then
don't
now we're gonna
see
see the
them
Book of
running
Boba Fett.
both shows side by side. We already know that Mandalorian season 3 is coming out December 25th, right? That's confirmed. And now it's confirmed that this Book of Boba Fett is December 2021. I don't see them running both shows parallel with each other. That would just be
It's
I
too
just
much.
don't. And maybe I'm wrong. I just
Well, no,
think
it makes
I'm with
sense.
you on the
It makes sense.
This is-
The book and the chapter
I get
thing, that makes sense. But we had said at the very beginning, because at one point I thought Din was going to die, because we had talked about
Right,
that early
you
on.
did.
We said, well, this is the Mandalorian. It doesn't. It's not Din Djarin.
not
It's
specific.
it didn't say
Yeah,
it.
it's not
So
Din.
we could do this show forever, like you said, with various Mandalorians. I didn't think that we would get a season 2 with Din. I thought it was going to be much like an anthology series, like the Halloween films. The Halloween films were supposed to be that. You weren't supposed to have Michael Myers in every single movie. It was supposed to be Mike Myers in Halloween 1, something different in Halloween 2, and then of course Halloween 3 was something different, and people shit their pants. They were like, "Oh my God, this isn't Mike Myers!" But that's exactly what the series was supposed to be. And so I was thinking, well, maybe this is what the Mandalorian is going to be, and then now, fucking with Boba Fett making his fucking gangster move.
Gangster.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was gangster as fuck. You're in
It
my
was.
seat. Bib Fortuna,
is fat as fuck.
you're in my
I
seat.
thought you were dead. I heard rumors that you were dead. Bam.
Bam.
Eat
Bib
that.
Fortuna needs to fucking stop going to McDonald's. Shit.
I
Right.
know.
Too much. Too many
Too
chicken
much
nuggets.
chicky nuggies for fucking Bib Fortuna, man.
Okay.
Man.
So you know how I like to look at IMDb to see if there are any spoilers? They have the first 3 episodes of season 3 listed already.
Yeah.
And
Tamora Morrison.
well, no, they only list one cast member.
Who is
They
it?
list Pedro Pascal.
Oh.
They list him in the first 2 episodes, but not the third one.
Oh.
And isn't the Boba Fett series supposed to be 6 episodes? Somebody said it's like they confirmed it's going to be 6 episodes.
So then the first
Right,
2
so-
are going to be Din, and then the other 6 will be
Passing
Boba.
on the story, but then
Could be.
Oh, maybe.
I like your theory, Louis. I really do. It's something I glazed over, not as in depth, but it makes sense.
episode 3 says 0 cast members.
Damn.
See that, but see
Seems
Disney
weird
is
for
playing it close.
Disney to
That's going to be a
run both
boring ass
shows
episode.
simultaneously. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
We
and
all
then Disney plays stuff very,
choice.
very close to the chest. Like,
Yeah.
oh
they
yeah,
play it
the
close.
Luke thing. Holy shit!
like nobody's seen this stuff happening. Like, we
I
didn't know
thought it
that.
was going to be Luke, but
We
maybe that's
didn't know
me
that.
as a
We didn't know that Ming Na Wei was going to be in the series, the rest of the series to this point. We didn't know this. You know, rumor was that Boba Fett was going to be in a episode.
Right.
He was in more than that. You know,
Mhm.
so they're kudos to those guys over
Yeah.
there at the House of Mouse, because they're like, oh, we're just going to we're going to spoon feed you some of this, and then the rest you're just going to have to wait.
And I'm really liking Fennec more and more too. I mean, just, and then just the way
Yeah.
that she just
I wrote that
sat next to him on his little throne,
Yeah.
drinking. I don't know. It
Yeah,
looked like
blue
Romulan
milk.
ale. I don't know what the
Blue
fuck it was.
Looked like blue milk to me.
Um,
It wasn't milky. It was
no, it was-
clear.
it was-
blue.
What was
It
it?
was blue, but it was clear.
Spotchka?
Blue Spotchka.
Blue Spotchka.
I
And
think
she
that's
was,
going to be the new blue milk.
she just drank it, wiped her mouth, and then it was like it reminded me of like Conan, like at the end of the Conan
Yeah.
movie when they were talking
Very
like
savage.
King Conan. I was like, oh my God, Boba Fett!
Right.
It's like, oh, I know exactly where I'm going to go. I know just what I need to do.
I'm cosplaying
You know,
that.
my
I don't
new
give a fuck.
Base of operations is going to be that.
All right, who wants to go next?
I do, damn it, because I don't want to get before Louis gets to it.
That, oh my God, that wasn't Louis? That
Yeah.
wasn't Louis' thing?
No,
Oh,
I was
no.
just interrupting
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
else.
yeah.
Shit.
I only got a few. The beginning when the pilot said, "I don't have a death certificate, a death warrant, or death wish,"
The Death Wish, yeah.
and he started talking cash shit to Cara Dune, like, dude,
He's like-
you don't got a death wish.
He's like,
shut
I'm
the
not
fuck
with
up."
him. I'm not
Yeah,
with
yeah.
him.
Yeah,
I'm not with it.
that shit blew me away. I was like, okay, dude, this is where you might want to be quiet now.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
shot in the fucking face. You know, so she didn't appreciate that at all. So I thought that was hilarious.
That was hilarious.
I don't think the Dark Troopers fully got charged. I was like, dude, how did my son was like, they walking out, and it said 75%. They still was charging, I think, before they came out fully. You know what I'm saying? They still moving around. I thought they had to take time to fully charge.
That's because they were plugged
know.
in. If they got like the wireless
they- the
chargers,
plug-
they would be
they
all
was-
right.
Supposed to
They
take like
probably
5
had
minutes
wireless
to
chargers.
like start up.
Right,
They
but that's-
had been charging all along. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Dan was getting smashed in the face now,
That.
I'm like, okay, it's still the impact. Your brain is noodles in there, dude.
Vibrating. It's like
You know what I'm saying? So for him to just like, you know, I'm like, well, okay, all right, you know. So I thought that was interesting. And what did I say? Took the Dark Troopers too long to fly back. Like I said, they slow as hell. And if you look at Luke's X-wing when it came in, it looked like a toy. They didn't put that much. I'm telling you, when it came out, I was like, well, damn, it looked like something I had when I was 8. And let me just
it
put it
had
through
to
the
look
hole.
like your ship from the movies that were
They-
made in the 70s.
Man.
So
Man, I just thought that was like, wow, they didn't put no technology into that one. I just thought that was funny. But yeah, other than
Can't.
that, Luke, and to me, the close up, I was looking for Sebastian, but it
Yes.
didn't happen.
I was
And-
also looking for Sebastian.
Yeah. But he looked far away. I thought he was okay. When you really got close up, I didn't like how it looked. I
When
was
he
so-
spoke,
yeah.
spoke, the mouth movements in particular
Yeah.
were. It
Yeah.
wasn't the best.
No, and
The
I,
eyes, like
I
from
thought that's
from
what I
the
picked
from
up.
the
I thought
nose
that's-
up, he looked
Yeah.
great.
they
Yeah,
could
well,
have,
Mark
But
Hamill,
when he-
Mark
when he
Hamill did
moved-
do that. He
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
So,
but they could
But,
have done it without ever showing his face. That was my biggest problem with Rogue One. We didn't need to see Carrie Fisher. We didn't need to see Moff Tarkin. We could have seen them as reflection. Like when Moff Tarkin was looking out the window,
That was so good.
they could have just used the reflection. But then when he turned around, it just was that uncanny valley creepy. It just didn't work. And then Carrie was the same way. You know,
Mhm.
See, Carrie, I thought Carrie looked way better than Luke did in
yeah.
The Mandalorian.
But it's still, but like these characters are
But
also
she
so like
only said one line.
right. But like even with that, like they could have walked in. He could have handed that to Princess Leia. She never had to turn around. We know who it is. The same thing with Luke. They never had to show his face. The green lightsaber, the gloved hand, we already knew who that was. And it's his lightsaber. I mean, if you look, you see it. It's his lightsaber hilt. I mean, it was obvious.
Yeah.
So you didn't have to see his face.
Yeah, obviously.
You know, we could have Sorry, Jackie.
Because she's a graduate now. She has the certificate.
That's right.
It's in the mail, but
just wait till I talk a little more. You'll revoke it. It's
She's
fine.
an undergrad. She's an
She got her Star
undergrad.
Wars associates.
I already got Luke and Anakin messed up like 5 minutes after I got my certificate.
That's
so
okay.
whatever.
No doubt.
Mr. Deacon, what else you got?
They're laughing at me.
No, that was it. Go
Okay.
ahead, Jay Quellen. Let you know I'm good. I'm sure everybody else is gonna count. I'm just waiting to see how much Louis got.
I've only got a few things, but so go ahead, Jackie.
Me?
Yeah,
All right.
you're up, and then Chris, and then I'll do my thing.
Okay.
So I'm going last.
Make Louis go.
Yeah, Louis. Yeah,
No.
Louis.
I want to go last.
Okay.
Why do you want to go last?
All right, Chris, you go.
I always write down.
Fucking Chris, you go. Since they don't want to do
different
it, fucking
things
Chris,
than
you
do.
go.
Go ahead.
All right, so the opening scene when they steal the ship, that's the second gunman who takes the doctor hostage. That's Thomas E. Sullivan. He played Nathaniel Malik on the last season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He actually played a younger version of
Really?
Yeah, he's an asshole. He played an asshole on that season.
He was a great asshole in this.
Yeah, he played a great asshole on this. So I was like, when I seen him, I'm like, I know you and I don't like you. And I was like, I don't like you. And I
It's
know
funny.
why.
I literally wrote, "Why do I recognize this pilot?" But I still
Right,
don't
so-
know because I didn't watch that show.
And him taking the doctor, him taking the doctor hostage made all the more sense. I'm like, AIDS is just S.H.I.E.L.D. That's where I last seen you.
Okay.
So there was that. The scene where, like Deacon said, when Den is getting his head banged, like
Rocked.
Yeah.
he got his ass handed to him. But he had to learn how to think on his feet,
Yeah.
which is what we're going back, which goes back to what we were saying before. He's not at Boba Fett level
No.
as far as hand-to-hand fighting, but you see his progression. He knows the training, he just never really relied on it.
Yeah. But he's still good, but he's still
Oh,
learning.
still
He's
good.
still growing. Yeah.
Sasha kicked
yeah.
off in Boba's ass. For a
Man.
Yeah.
second. Now, okay.
I was like,
Boba ain't all of that.
Hit him with that wrestling move, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there it is.
Yeah, Koska got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Koska got like, ugh.
oh my god, it was great. I agree with you, Louis. Even though I was expecting Sebastian Stan after all the memes that we've been seeing over the past year or two.
They look so much alike.
Yeah.
Oh god, it does. That would have been a great move, but they're doing this CGI thing. Okay, is some bells and whistles, some tweaks they need to make, but CNR2 made me
I love
There
R2.
you go.
Skip to the end real
completely-
fast. Wow. Okay.
yeah, I'm all over the place with it because it was just this episode was literally the roller coaster,
Yeah.
up and down, up and down. This was the female centric episode. Cara Dune, Fennec Shan, Bo-Katan, Reeves, all of them kicked ass. I loved it. I'm surprised I didn't hear like Gwen Stefani playing in the background.
Singing what? I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
Really?
Because they went in. So that was amazing. They need to give Giancarlo Esposito is possibly my favorite actor as a villain in anything.
Yeah.
Him playing Moff Gideon makes you like very unleery
Yeah.
as the kind of villain he is, because like he's the kind of like, yeah, I'll invite you to dinner. Your food may be poisoned, it may not be poisoned.
He's like a James Bond villain.
right,
I
Right.
will serve your
He's
friend
very-
for dinner,
very
whatever.
smooth,
You
very
don't know.
straight to the point. But the minute that he said, "Just take the child," I'll let him. I just wanted his blood, and I'm like, then you cannot be that damn gullible.
No.
Yeah.
But again, that's
And he
part of that
was.
growth.
Yeah.
Now Din learned a very valuable lesson. Don't ever turn your back on an enemy. Period.
That's it.
Mhm.
But he's in dad mode, man. He is in dad mode. He's got to get him out of those little baby cuffs. He's got to take him home,
Baby.
and he got smacked.
And
Tommy, I
speaking
just
of which-
really need you to do
I
the
thought-
Vizzini
I
line
thought
right now.
Maybe he undid the binders at one point. And
Yeah.
I thought we were going to see some, some force.
something, but baby cuffs. Good Lord, you know how evil. I said it on
Baby
on
cuffs,
CBS.
yes.
How evil do you have to be to make baby cuffs?
Baby cuffs.
Like really, like Moff Gideon's gonna need a set of baby cuffs.
Yeah, that's next level assholery.
I'm like, well, I better make these baby cuffs because he's gonna kill me if I don't. So baby cuffs is an issue for me. Baby cuffs is a big issue. I'd love to wait to see how this Darksaber issue is going to be resolved.
Yeah.
This is going to be really interesting because that shows you that Din didn't really know the lore because he's a foundling and he's only doing what he was shown. He didn't know the lore about, oh no, you have to fight and battle for this.
Right.
You know,
He had no choice.
Yeah,
he had no choice. He didn't know, you know. So
and he doesn't give a shit.
yeah.
I mean, he's so focused
he was
on
just like
the
he was
child.
just like, I yield, take it.
That's not his background. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But really,
They
in
told him-
retrospect, he should have just kicked it down the hallway. Just fucking, just scoot it with his boot. Here you go.
He
I,
said-
look,
Scooter with his boot, right?
I found
Moff
this in the
Gideon
hallway.
Said, Moff Gideon said this, the sword has no power. It's the story.
The story.
Behind it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
he took entirely way too long to get to that damn bay.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get you're trying to sneak past the stormtroopers and all, but you took your ginger ass time getting there.
Yeah.
What about ginger ass? Excuse me.
Not ginger ass in
Uh-oh.
head.
Excuse me, beer.
But
Okay,
that was part of the plan though, because you know they did their thing. That was the distraction. He was supposed to creep slow in
Yeah,
there,
he's
and he
supposed
gets to
to
where he
creep.
need to go. You know.
But I'm like, he's seen the bay, and I get it. I get you trying to, but see, this is one of those moments where you're just like, all right, there's the bay. Hurry the hell up.
Yeah.
You know, and
A little
then you
sense
see
of
that
urgency would have been
doors
nice.
opening. Oh man, seeing Luke, like I said, the CGI a little off. I'm very much excited that he showed up, and I was like you guys were saying, I was expecting Ezra Bridger. Personally, I was expecting Ezra Bridger. I think that might have been like if this was the betting house, we would have lost.
Yeah. We'll get him on Ahsoka.
I would have won.
Yeah.
We'll-
Deacon probably would have won the house.
I was looking
Deacon-
on Luke. I wanted Luke all day. I was like,
So-
yeah, boy.
But we talk about this show being so accessible to people who even people who aren't Star Wars fans. So the Jedi that people know is Luke.
Yeah.
These other ones would have been too obscure and you would have had to introduce them somehow and give some kind of backstory. It couldn't have been anyone but Luke in this episode.
Yeah. But see, and then
In my
the time,
opinion,
and then the
in my
timing.
non-Star Wars fan opinion.
Yeah, and then the time. The
Well,
timing just makes sense.
did Ezra ever meet Bo in Rebels?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Because if they did, that would have been a very easy character explanation.
Yeah.
He walks
I
up
mean-
onto the bridge, and Bo goes, Ezra Bridger? And
But-
they have a moment or something.
But
Yeah,
but
that would've
in
been cool.
in Rebels, and you haven't seen it, so spoiler alert. Ezra's he's with Thrawn. So
Yeah.
Ahsoka mentions Thrawn in her episode, so I think that's the marriage that's going to happen there.
Yeah, right there. So, this hit all kind of notes. Pedro Pascal, having him literally just take the helmet off just so his son, that's what it is. That's
Oh
his
yeah,
kid.
yeah.
You're gonna make me cry.
You know,
Yeah.
to really have him see his face and he's reaching up, touching his. I'm like, I'm at
That-
work. I don't have
the
time
face
for this right
touch!
now.
The face touch. Oh my god.
I was like, I'm at work. I don't have time to deal with
Let me
this
see
right
your
now.
face.
Right.
The
And
face
he's like,
touch.
it's like he's
Oh.
doing it like he was just like, I'm gonna see you again, I promise. And then he takes the helmet off, and I'm like,
And then as Luke's walking away with him, they show Din.
looking
Din's
at-
got water in his eyes. I was like, oh my god, don't do it. And I'm
like he's watching his
Ugh.
kid. It's one of the moments. It's like it's like sending your kid off to college. You're sending him off, but you're not sure.
It's like sending your kid
If
off
they're
to
gonna-
preschool. It's in another country.
Yeah.
I'm kicking their ass. Get the hell out of here. I'm sick of you.
You're like, I know. Well, you know what? Yeah, college is the wrong thing. Probably kindergarten, preschool.
Yeah, out of
You know,
state
it's-
preschool.
Yeah,
Right.
And
It's
then
in
it's like,
another
I'm
country.
sending my kid.
Boarding school.
Right.
In England.
Yeah.
For preschool.
Yeah, I'm so sick of you on my couch. Get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, he has that. You have that moment like I'm sending my kid off to school type of moment. You know,
forever.
Yeah.
For a while,
Potentially,
forever. Yeah. I don't know when I'll see him again.
Quite some time.
He didn't get any information about where Luke was.
He knows nothing about Jedi anyway.
He just knows that he has to trust this guy.
Yep.
Because he's looking at his kid and it's like, that's who he reached out to. That's who he contacted, and I have to trust this. I have to trust my son. And watching him just go off that look.
His son is 50, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we don't care about that.
In Yoda years, he's 50.
Yeah, he's behind on his child support payments real bad.
Like real bad.
You know?
But
he owes some money.
But yeah, Filoni, and I said it on CDS, Filoni and Favreau, give them the fucking keys.
They've got the keys. They've got the keys. They've got the crown. They've got it. All right, so who's going next?
Nailed this.
Jackie, Louie, who wants to go?
Louie does.
Scissors.
All right, I'll go. I'll only mention briefly the stuff that we've already covered.
Okay, yeah, because we are running low on time.
Dr. Pershing's confirmed a clone scientist. We assumed, but that's actually confirmed in canon now.
Because he had the sigil on his since season 1. Yeah,
but actually saying the word,
Camino.
He's a clone scientist. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Great Cardoon moment on the bridge of the ship. You know, you can see her inner conflict.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan's ship, the Gauntlet. That's the first time we had ever seen that in live action when the Slave One landed. That was pretty cool. Sasha Banks doing a tornado DDT using her jetpack, jumping off the column.
That was so awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad they let her do that. Great Clone Wars bridging for those of us who haven't seen Clone Wars between Boba and Bo. The banter between them, the hostility, I guess. Ladies tearing it up, loved it. Dark Troopers can fuck Mando up one-on-one. What would they do against a full battalion? That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Would have been ugly.
Gideon says he got what he wanted. He wanted to study
The
Grogu's blood.
Mm-hmm.
It has properties that have the potential of bringing order back to the galaxy.
Palpatine.
Palpatine all day. 100% Palpatine.
Yep.
Which makes Rise of Skywalker that much better. I think my big take about Mandalorian is that the show itself makes every other Disney property that much better.
Yeah.
It's basically taking holes in the movies that we've loved for so long, and it's fixing them, and it's making them better.
And that's John and Dave.
I am not a fan of Luke Skywalker. I've gone on record to say that I've thought that Rey is a better character. And I've said this to you before.
How dare you?
I've said this to you before, and we've already argued about this. I've gone on record to say that I think that Rey is a better character than Luke.
Until this episode.
However,
man,
shows like The Mandalorian and what happened today
changed your mind.
It shifts things.
Yeah.
It makes things different because now we're not seeing whiny farm boy
right.
Luke.
Oh my God, I'm looking for
all we had ever seen before. All we had ever seen before was whiny farm boy Luke. And it's the same thing that Rogue One did. If you've never seen the cartoons, it's the same thing Rogue One did with Darth Vader. Because you see Darth Vader in the original trilogy, and you know he's badass because of the way he looks.
You never see it.
You never see it. Then you watch the prequels, and you're like, is he really that badass? Then Rogue One, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Right? Mandalorian did that today for Luke.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Because he went through them with ease. I mean, it was with ease.
Yeah, he wasn't even urgent about it.
No, he was
took
like
his sweet ass time, and he was like, it was really cool.
Diced him, sliced him.
Yeah, that's in a comic where he just took out a whole bunch of people like it wasn't shit. You know what I'm
And
saying?
then the
Luke,
crush,
he's the man.
the crush at the end,
Crush.
he was showing off. At that point, he's just showing off. He's like, it's like, that's okay.
That's when I seen that glove. I was like, oh! I was like, yes, dude. I was in here screaming at 4:00 in the morning. Wow.
But like back to my point, like the bringing order back to the galaxy, that bridges the Palpatine thing, which is going to silence some haters that were not really liking the Palpatine cloning and the bringing the Palpatine back. This kind of helps bridge that to kind of silence the haters.
Yep.
Would you say that them bridging it, because it's a year, it's been a year since Rise of Skywalker, almost a year.
Rise of trash. Yeah.
And would you say that it probably would have been better had they released it closer to either having season 2 closer to the release of Rise of Skywalker or vice versa?
No, because my final point when I'm done reading my list, and you'll know why when I'm done. Let me finish. More Darksaber backstory. I really liked that, especially being somebody who hasn't seen the cartoons. I was more excited about seeing R2 than seeing Luke. That's when I got choked up when I saw R2. Like I was getting choked up when I saw Luke, but when R2 popped his little head around the corner, I was like,
I already had tears about R2. Like, brought on another wave of them.
Yeah, and when Grogu is like sitting at the console station, right, and he's watching Luke tear shit up, and then they're all done, and then Grogu like points at the door and he goes, like, go open the fucking door. What are you guys standing here doing? Like, I loved that. Like he just points, like, come on, let's go. Go open the door.
He's like, are you crazy?
Right,
they was like, man, hey, they would have got slaughtered in that corner without Luke. For real.
Oh,
man,
100%.
Oh my God, dude.
How stupid is the Empire still? Can we talk about how dumb they are? First of all, you build a trap door in your first Death Star. Then you build the second Death Star, not too much better than you did the first Death Star. Now you're literally putting airlock doors on the compartments where you're keeping these dark troopers. Like, why did you put an airlock door there? Not really very smart, people.
A lot of design flaws. They need new architects and shit.
It's fully operational battle station.
I wrote down with a star next to it, I hate Bo-Katan, and in parentheses, I put resting bitch face, RB. Bib Fortuna got fat. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
Boba, King of the Underworld. And then I wrote a bunch of stuff about a time jump. Grogu. Are we going to see Boba as the next chapter, The Mandalorian, etc.? So to close all of this out, the one thing that I want to complain about is not the show, but the fans. Star Wars fans as a whole are assholes. They are assholes.
Wait, what are you pointing at?
All of those people,
all of you Star Wars fans. No.
All of those people.
All you assholes.
Hold on. All of those people out there, if you're watching this, which you're not because you're not giving us any money, but for all those people out there that complained about The Last Jedi, okay, which in my opinion is still the best Star Wars movie to date. One of the biggest, if not the biggest complaint that you had about The Last Jedi was
It's okay.
How is it that a ship can run out of gas and this ship can't catch up with the ship that's running out of gas, and there's half the movie where this ship can't catch up to this ship and it can't shoot this ship because this ship is going too slow? Not one of you motherfuckers is going to complain that it took 20 minutes for the dark troopers to charge up and come out. We don't have better batteries that it takes 20 minutes to charge up the damn dark troopers? Do we not have wireless charging in the freaking, like, you know what I mean? Do they not have interchangeable battery packs? Like, oh, this one's drained, let me put a new battery pack in. But you won't see one single person complain about that on the internet because The Mandalorian is the greatest thing ever. But you go to see The Last Jedi and they're like, oh, this ship can't keep up with that ship. and this ship is going slower than that ship, and that ship can't.
See, I thought it was
fuck
great
up.
that they made a ship that folded up to the exact right size to enter another ship. I thought that was.
Well, see, now that is
That's an old ship though. That's a great ship.
yeah, that
The
Lambda
Imperial
class shuttle.
that's what you're
Yeah,
talking
the
about.
Lambda
Yeah.
class shuttle. But also that's the opposite of the design flaws that we see everywhere else. That was accommodating enough for TIE fighters and the Lambda shuttles. Although when you do see the TIE fighters come out, it seems like they're just that port is just big enough for TIE fighters. And I know for a fact a Lambda class shuttle is a bit wider than a TIE fighter. But I'll talk about that when I do my turn.
Yeah.
Jackie, you're up.
Oh my God. Okay. I guess I'll try to be as brief as possible.
You're a
okay.
graduate now, so.
Brief
I
comment.
know. You know, I wasn't going to mention this, but since Louis mentioned, is it Cara Dune? I always screw that up.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Cara?
Don't you start hating.
Cara? Whatever.
Oh,
Whatever.
God.
You were talking about her great moment where you watched the whatever. Like, I think I don't connect with her because she is so stoic, and I'm such an emotional person, and she just holds everything in. I think that's my
But
difficulty.
you think Bo lets it all out for you?
No, I'm not saying I'm connected to Bo. I'm saying she's a better written character. I'm not saying I'm emotionally connected to Bo-Katan or anything. But I'm saying she has a better story,
I mean,
and I don't
yeah, she
like
does. Yeah.
connect with. I don't know. Whatever.
But she's had time. Bo has had time to develop over years. We're just getting Cara Dune, you know. So she needs time to marinate a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Get all
the
whatever.
marination.
I'll help her marinate. I don't mind.
Oh my
The
God.
whole scene with Bo-Katan and Boba Fett, I would have had no idea what was going on unless I hadn't heard it from you guys in previous episodes of this.
You
so
mean the
I
whole
would
line
have been
about
the clone stuff.
Okay.
Like, I would have had
thousands of
no
times.
idea what was going on in that scene if I didn't learn that from you guys. So I was like,
But that's
I
okay
wonder
because
what...
it gave you a glimmer. It gave you a little glimpse
right.
into.
I was so glad. I was so glad that I knew what was happening in that scene because I would have been clueless if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You guys are frozen on my end right now.
Oh,
You guys
well,
are,
fix
you guys
your
are
shit,
frozen.
man.
We're
I don't
listening
know.
to Jackie.
We're fine.
Okay,
All
now,
of
Let
now
it
you.
go. Let
Yeah,
it
all
go.
you guys
Hold
froze.
Oh, we're frozen?
Oh, we're
Yeah.
frozen?
No,
What?
you're-
What?
no, you're
What?
good
What?
now.
Who's frozen? What?
Oh, no, it's too late.
You're not frozen for me. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. The Dark Troopers actually freaking terrify me. I am scared of them. Just like
run away. You got like a 20-minute head start.
right. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay, here we go. Yeah.
Wait, we're putting buckets on. Hold on.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Jesus.
keep going,
I
Jack.
can't put my bucket on, or I won't be able to hear you guys.
Nah, I'm bucketless.
Yeah, I'm bucket list. I'm working on it.
I got a bucket of margaritas upstairs. Like,
Nice.
so I go put that
Damn.
on.
Damn, I got to work tomorrow. Damn it.
Damn it. You're not in Dover, Ohio.
I'm just saying, can't get drunk, you know. Yeah.
All right. So Cara. I think
Cara.
I think Cara. Is it Cara or Cara? Nobody's telling me.
It doesn't matter.
Cara. Okay, I think that Cara and Fennec make an awesome team. I like them together. I think
Thank
Fennec
you.
is a badass character. Ming-Na Wen is amazing in the show. And I think, so I really love that character. And I really love the two of them as a team.
So should we get like a Thelma and Louise style spin-off with just the two of them?
Well, that's,
Let's just keep going, Kara.
Man, the merch.
Yeah.
We just make these shirts, man. We can just clean up with shirts.
Hold on, wait. What'd you say, Warden?
Rangers of the Republic. That's supposedly Cara Dune and her little badge.
Well, Fennec is going to be in Bad Batch.
Yeah. Yep, she is.
Oh yeah, that's true. I did see that.
Yep.
Yeah, Bad Batch. I like them. They're gangster with it. I like them.
Jackie, please continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Jackie.
I still want to know more about that comms officer. I think she is an interesting character for some reason.
Also from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
So when I was saying like the dark troopers terrify me, I said goodbye all of the whistling birds. Like, why are you dumb? Like, why are you wasting all of your shit?
What choice did he have? It was about to get his ass kicked.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
he
it
was
was
desperate at that point.
Yeah.
100% ineffective. Ineffective. 100. Like, who cares?
It slowed him down a little bit so he could stab. I mean,
Did it though? Nah.
he won the fight. He survived.
But I did say, if the dark troopers were so smart, they would try to hit him somewhere other than the Beskar armor. Like, he has arms and legs and stuff exposed. Like, cut some shit off. They just kept hitting him right in the armor and punching him right in the armor.
Well, but they're
like
they're designed to fight Jedi, not Mandalorians. Like, even like when you notice,
well, the Jedi sure fucked them up fast.
so they're not effective.
Gideon was scared shitless when he
that is
saw that.
completely incorrect. I can't agree with you on that, dude.
They're designed
How
because
was they made to fight Jedi?
because-
They got slaughtered.
no, they are designed to fight Jedi. They're even designed to sense Jedi. 'Cause look at how they reacted when
Oh.
Luke came
They
on
can sense
board.
them,
Okay,
but
Yeah,
they
if you
built them.
remember-
No
They're
Jedi
designed-
So
has.
they're still stormtroopers, is what you're saying. They're still
No,
stormtroopers because
if
that's
you
how effective
remember-
they are against
if-
Jedi.
If
Oh,
you
no.
remember in the in the scene where Dr. Pershings is explaining to them where everything is in the ship,
Yeah.
and he says these are Mark IIIs, these are the third generation,
Yeah.
so they no longer have humans in them, they're all droid. That is a hint to the dark troopers that did used to be human.
Yeah.
And they tried experimenting on them, injecting them with midichlorians
Yeah.
and
That shit did not work
giving
out.
them force
Didn't work.
properties and training them in the ways of the lightsabers and stuff. There's actually video games where you
Yep.
can face off against dark troopers that are wielding lightsabers and stuff like
Yep.
that. So
Yep.
they're
But-
definitely Jedi hunters. of
Yeah, it
some
took away their
kind.
last weakness.
Okay. Yeah, but
Well, they
they're
trash ass Jedi hunters. I'm
well,
gonna tell you that
they're
right now.
They
they're
need Beskar.
designed to hunt Jedi. Luke is a little bit of a step above. Luke is arguably the most powerful Jedi. You know,
Not a Jedi, he's the Jedi.
he is kind of the Jedi in this
He's the
in this
man.
time frame anyway.
Yeah.
Until Rey.
Oh God, man.
I just
Um,
did that to piss you off.
I'm good.
I think that it was a good like directing choice that after that whole dark trooper scene where it took forever, like, and he almost, didn't defeat the one dark trooper. I thought it was a really good choice to then watch the ladies just plow down stormtroopers. Like, it really mixed it up and I loved that. But I thought that it was a really gruesome death when he decided to choke the one stormtrooper. with
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh.
they're not that hard to kill, man.
That was frustration.
He
right
went
there. That was
he
bad.
went a little extra on TK7942. A little extra, poor guy.
Yeah, that was a little extra. I didn't. I loved when Moff Gideon said, "You're sparing my life. This should be interesting."
Yeah,
That was great.
that was a good line.
That was such a good line. And
Man.
immediately after that, I wrote, "Your butt plug is beeping."
Oh,
On the screen, they go to the screen, and the butt plug was beeping.
Were you watching something picture in picture, Jackie?
No.
wow.
No, it was not. My freaking Disney Plus shut down right after Grogu said,
the meme
"Don't worry, kid."
of the ship.
Yeah,
The ship, it looks freaking
like a
it was
butt
just-
plug. Yeah.
Plug.
and they just shoot to the screen where the butt plug is beeping. Like, what the
Jackie, I got what you meant.
Okay, now I'm saying I see what you're saying now. I get it.
But yeah, someone
The
posted
ship
someone posted a
looks like
meme.
butt plug.
Yeah, someone posted a meme with that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was okay. Yeah.
Stop sending me this shit.
Yeah.
Becky
No, that
got
wasn't
one
a butt
over
plug.
on the
That was
crew.
a toilet thing. I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
Wow.
Continue.
Okay, and then the next thing I wrote, because I was just so sucked in, I was just like, "Oh my god, sobbing!" But I started crying as soon as Grogu started reaching for the screen. As soon as he started putting his hand on the monitor, I was like, I started tearing up, and then I just
Lost
it later. Oh my god! But like I said, R2D2 made me like brought on a second wave. Like every time I saw him touch the screen, and then R2D2, and everything was like, and then the end, I was like, ah! And I honestly, I didn't think it was gonna make me that emotional. You guys were putting in the chat like, oh my gosh, I cried, whatever. I know I'm an emotional person, but I didn't know that this would affect me as much as it did. Not knowing
you're
all
attached
of the Star Wars stuff.
But you're attached. You've become emotionally attached to these characters.
Of course I have.
Have you
but,
gone
like,
back and watched the first season yet?
Not all of it. No. I haven't.
Oh god.
I did start. I'm a few episodes in, but I haven't finished it. But I will before season 3. I promise.
You've got
I'll
a little
rewatch
time.
all of it.
You've got a little time.
I need to rewatch all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Clone Wars and the other stuff that you told me. I need to watch all of it.
Rebels.
I know.
Yeah.
But now I want to, because I am so invested in this, and now I want to, you
Good.
know?
We have converted Jackie successfully.
But,
And they're doing such a good job conveying what Grogu means now. You know, like you knew exactly he wanted to see his daddy's face just from a simple hand movement. You knew exactly what was going on there.
Oh.
I know. And the show is just, I wrote it. I know. The
Someone's
show is
cutting onions.
So well written. I know. The plight of onions. The show is so well written. So even for people who don't know as much about Star Wars, you know, we learned about the dark saber won't go through Beskar, like shortly before they had that battle. They like drop little, you know, foreshadowing. It cuts through anything except Beskar, and then they had that battle. Din showed his face last week, which made this whole moment and this whole ending more possible. It made, you know, like that. If we didn't already have an event that made him show his face, he might not have taken it off so easily. I think he still would have, because it's Grogu, but like.
See, and I think that was looking back on it now, I think that was a waste of a helmet removal, because
you think it made it less special?
I do. Like if this would have been the only time this season that he took his helmet off, I think it would have been more powerful. But we've seen him, you know.
I agree with you. 100%.
I thought about that. No, I thought about that, but if that happened this episode, that's what people would have left talking about the whole season, and be like, "Oh my god, he showed his face," rather than
a good point.
Oh my god.
Yeah, very good point.
See, he's showing his face more, which tells me that he may be leaving the old way of what he's learned,
finding his way. Now he's finding his way. Yeah.
Right.
And that's the growth of the character. I love it.
Yeah, but if
Grogu,
that was the one time.
Has Grogu even seen him without his mask?
No.
No, never.
Just that one time. Just that one time he lifted it up. He lifted it up to drink.
When they were sitting out there, when they were sitting here eating.
He wanted to. He wanted to see him.
When
he looked, he was like,
yeah, he seen him flip it up, and he looked up immediately. I think I'm surprised nobody touched on the fact that when they were in the hole and Moff Gideon got a hold of the blaster and he's aiming it at the kid and then dives right in front of him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is a sacrifice of a father.
Of course.
Of a parent.
I mean, that's like, I just feel like that doesn't need to even be said. Like, obviously.
Yeah.
I did like how Moff Gideon.
Oh yeah, he was
try and shoot himself.
I would have let him pop himself, man. I was like, let him pop himself.
They want to torture him.
No, they need him alive.
It was some, they need him alive.
No,
he's ex-ISB.
Poe don't need his ass alive. Cara Dune needs him alive.
Does.
She fucked him up too, man. She fucking blah.
Boom. He was like, damn.
He's like, nope, not that easy.
Got him, because she's a bad bitch.
That's right.
Not a badass space and a bitch.
Yeah, that was cool too.
Jackie, I'm sorry. Please continue.
Oh no, that was. I mean, that's pretty much it. And then I wondered if everybody watched all the way to the end of the credits, but we talked about that earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some of you.
I wouldn't have unless somebody told me to.
Yeah.
I
That
noticed
was
when I was watching it, I was like, wait a minute, why is there still 7 minutes?
Right,
This could not be that long.
Yeah. I noticed it wasn't no
It might have triggered for me because usually at the end of the episodes they
The
have the
concept
art,
art.
and this
Yep.
time they didn't. It was just
Mhm.
pure
Yeah.
black. But I think I still would have turned it off unless I think it was Tommy that said make sure you watch to the end of the
Mhm.
credits.
It was time.
Yep.
Because that made me jump back in. I had
Hell
stopped,
yeah.
like it was
Yeah,
like
you had
5
stopped
minutes
and shit.
left.
I watched that ship like 5 times. All right, I'm just gonna burn through mine real quick. Just a couple of things I thought were really cool. Slave One slowly like moving in front of the Lambda shuttle's viewport. I mean, just like I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was cool.
If I would have been inside the ship, I would have shat upon myself greatly. Just seeing that, because it was just like, oh my god. It reminded me of like a shark. Like if you're like underneath a shark and you just see this fucking, oh, it's awesome. Kara shot off. If you look later on when we're talking to Dr. Pershing inside Slave One, if you look at his ear, it's all black and it's missing a chunk. So it's like he grabbed his ear, but I thought initially that it was just the noise.
It was from the noise.
No, she shot his fucking
I
ear.
missed that.
Oh yeah, go
Yeah,
back,
I missed that.
go back and look. His ear is all like charred and black, and there's like a fucking hole, like where his earlobe used to be.
So she's not that big of a crack shot then.
She didn't give a fuck. She was like, "Look, his head is gone, but your ear is going with it, motherfucker." He's like, "Blah." So she got him.
he didn't need that ear.
Nah, he'll be all right. He can clone a new
Another
one.
one.
He can clone a new one.
Yeah,
He's a fucking
clone
cloner.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Boba and Casca, the bar fight. I thought it was really cool. I liked seeing the Hurricane Rana. What was that? What's that move?
Tornado DDT.
That was really cool. The only problem that I had with that, I don't think she's stronger than Boba. He has been out of the game for a minute. He is
Yeah,
a
I
little
wrote
bit,
something down.
yeah, he is a little bit
I think
older.
she might have caught him off guard.
But
Like,
Yeah.
but when
No,
she
but
held
I
it,
thought it was
with
good.
one
seeing
arm,
him
not being a
Yeah.
total
Oh,
badass.
with the grappling? Yeah.
Right. But then she fucking DDT'd him, but he was up, man. He was up quick with the flamethrower. So I still think that he had some tricks up his sleeve. He might have taken her out, but she is badass. And I'm glad that we got to see a little
Yeah.
bit more of her.
I thought it was awesome seeing him kind of evenly matched with someone rather than just
Yeah.
completely kicking ass.
But
all the time.
and I think
So it made it interesting.
his experience, I think, would have trumped her abilities,
They
but
kept going.
he would have cheated. He would have had to cheat. He would have pulled out some
I
shit.
mean,
But
You see that gut he got on him, man? It's crazy.
I mean, my
man.
dude is
Look, he just gave
Boba-
hope
it's
to
Boba
every
belly.
cosplayer.
Boba
Sumo
belly.
wrestlers, Mr. Deacon.
He's got a Boba belly. He'll be all
He's
right
got a
though.
Boba belly.
He'll be all right.
He's got a Boba belly.
So there was the bar fight. Bo-Katan said this line. I had to go back and listen to it a few times when they're doing the plan to take the ship, right? And she said, we're gonna come in hot, we're gonna land, we are going to disembark with maximum initiative. When she said that, I was like, that is some fucking gangster shit. We are going to disembark with maximum initiative. I mean, just let that sink in for a minute, man. That's like,
Yeah, that was hard when she said that.
we are going to fuck everyone up. That's what that translates into. I love it. I know that tickled me. Girl power, all the way, man. Just,
Yes.
Casca,
I see
Fennec,
it.
Bo,
Yes.
Kara kicking ass. And you know what? And Jackie, you brought up a really good point that I really didn't think about until you had mentioned it. We see Din fucking struggling. We're seeing the man fight. I mean, he had to fucking put in work, and the women are just taking shit out, just like handling their business. And I liked
Like a pack of
seeing.
lions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Like a pack of lions.
Exactly.
No flaws.
And
no flaws.
I liked seeing that. I liked seeing that level of empowerment. That was really good. And it was nice to see, the hero of the show. I think we have many heroes in this show, but I think the hero, struggling, because again, we're seeing his growth, as a Mandalorian. So that was good shit. The TIE Fighter launch scene, very reminiscent of Battlestar Galactica. When it comes out of the
Yes.
tube, as the Vipers
Yes.
would come, it's like,
Yes.
so I'm wondering
Yes.
if that was on purpose. I think it probably was. I don't think that Dave and John do anything by accident. So I'm pretty sure that was deliberate because, of course, Katie was, Starbuck. But I loved that. Seeing that, like, going up.
My wife, she's not. I mean, she likes Star Wars. She's not like not a fan, but she's not like a fan like we are.
Sure.
And so when we watch the show, she doesn't say much. I can tell she's enjoying it, but she's not like me where I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? Like she's not like nerding out. The only thing she said actually during this episode was when that scene happened and those TIE fighters were launching out, she said, wouldn't that be a really cool ride? Like, why don't they have a ride like that at Disney where you're in a TIE fighter? Forget about the good guy ships. I want to be in the fast moving TIE fighters because like if you like even in the sequel trilogy, they make reference to how fast TIE fighters are and how quick they move. That would be like a cool roller coaster or something where you're in a TIE fighter as opposed to
or at Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge, you get to fly the Falcon. Maybe you get to fly in a TIE fighter as an alternative ride.
That would be a cool ride.
I'd ride it. I'd ride anything at Galaxy's Edge. That's why I just want to go. I told my wife, I was like, because we want to go at some point. I told her, I was like, just leave me. Take the kids, leave me at Galaxy's Edge because I'm not going to like participate in anything. I'm going to be going around looking at all of the weathering. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at the
all the details.
All of the detail. I'm just going to be taking pictures and taking notes, and I don't give a fuck about. I don't want to build a lightsaber. I don't want to build a droid. I do want to go inside the Falcon, obviously, to look at the weathering because they did such an amazing job. Okay, anyway, the Dark Trooper Wub Wub activation music. That was fucking amazing. I love that. That was a good choice. Some of the stormtroopers, and I haven't been able to confirm this yet. I need to go back, but some of the dialogue from the stormtroopers, especially when they're on that catwalk over that ray shield, again, are really not a good place to have like an opening into outer space. Again, and no railings on this fucking catwalk. So But as they're walking across, as the trooper chatter, it sounded like it was pulled directly from A New Hope. It sounded like the dialogue was exactly like taken from A New Hope. So I had to go.
When was this?
When that group of troopers was coming across the catwalk, some of the things that they were saying and the way that they sounded, because they've done this a couple times. They've pulled sounds from the original trilogy a few times. So it sounded like they might have pulled this dialogue. I don't know. I got to go back and like rewatch A New Hope and then compare and contrast. But I think it kind of sounds like it did. Din getting head punched. What the fuck? I mean, that was, if anyone ever questions the difference between Durasteel and Beskar, that scene forever.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And Mr. Deacon, I know you were talking about, his head's going to be fucking noodles.
Oh man.
But he's got padding. And the Beskar absorbs a lot of that shock. And if also think about it though too, it's like what causes the head trauma? It's going like this. His head never moved. His head was just getting pushed. It was like bing, like a hammer,
Dude,
a hammer and nail.
Kevlar vest and the bullet, and you're gonna still have a big ass bruise.
Kevlar's not Beskar, brother.
I'm just saying. No, I don't think. Nah, man, his brain should have been noodles.
Nah,
dog.
he'll be all right.
Top ramen. But
Dark Trooper, Terminator vibes. Did anyone else get Terminator vibes?
Yeah.
The door opening, and then like when he was on fire and he just like looked, it was like, all right, that was pretty cool.
I've never seen Terminator.
Well, you don't have to anymore. You watch the Dark Trooper, so that's
okay. Cool.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Okay.
There you go. Din's still not very smart, turning his back on Gideon. We did talk about that. R2, I saw this on TikTok, actually. Somebody had mentioned this on TikTok, talking about why R2 never stays in the ship. Have you guys seen this? Someone had brought this up. Yeah, so like, if you look at R2, like Luke always says, stay in the ship, stay by the ship. He never does. He's always on Bespin, he came looking for him. On Dagobah, obviously, he fucking went right into the drink. Now we see him following Luke, and I'm sure Luke said, stay with the X-Wing, stay with the ship. But someone brought up a good point. I don't know if, this is why, but it kind of choked me up. But Anakin told R2 to stay in the ship, and Anakin never came back. So now R2 was like, you know what? When I stayed in the ship,
I fell for this once.
Yeah, when I stayed,
he learns quick. I never thought about that.
Puppy.
Right, because that's the thing, R2 for all that he is, he is that protector. He wants, so
he's a killer.
he wasn't able. Anakin never came back.
And he probably feels responsible.
He probably feels responsible.
If I had not stayed in the ship, had I not stayed in the ship,
yeah.
Thanks, Tommy.
I could have helped this out.
So now whenever Luke is like, stay in the ship, R2's like, yeah, no, dude. No, following you.
He's like, R2, I thought I told you. I'm like, what are you going to do? Turn me evil? I'm not
All right, so I'm sorry for bringing that down. We'll bring it back.
So is that is in Chuck, is that a Star Wars reference? Chuck stay in the car? Like every time they go anywhere, Chuck stay in the car.
I don't know. I've
I
never
wonder
seen.
if that's a Star Wars reference. 'Cause
Probably.
They do a lot of nerdy cameo
Probably.
stuff.
Chopper, sometimes he wants to bust out too.
Oh, Chopper's just a fucking asshole. I mean, Chopper's just he's next level.
He wildin' too. And them Astro droids, man.
Chopper's a fucking dick. There was a really cool episode in the Clone Wars. I think it was a Clone Wars where it was just all the droids, just all the astromechs. They went off and they had a little adventure, and that's when we met Gregor, right? The Republic or the commando. It wasn't a Republic commando at the time, but yeah. Oh, he was a Republic commando. So R2. Oh, so Gangster Fett taking back the fucking Jabba's palace. The scene with the Gamorrean guard getting shot rolling down the stairs.
That's a t-shirt.
Just like in Jedi.
Oh, nostalgia.
Right, just like in Jedi. But I'm not gonna lie, when Fennec was walking across the trap door, I was like, girl, watch where you stand. Don't stand on that. What are you doing? Don't but obviously there's no Rancor under there. But we don't know what Bib had put down there. There could have still been some shit. But that whole scene. That, right. It's just the whole thing is just loaded with food. But that whole sequence, that whole fucking sequence, and I went back and I watched it again, and when Boba Fett pulls off Bib Fortuna's body, the force that Tamora Morrison, he was like, ugh, like he
get the fuck out.
He did that shit with purpose, man. I was like, oh my god, that whole scene was just beautiful. And then for the episode, I'm wrapping it up. Just the visuals, the camera work, the cinematography in this episode, and the pacing of it. I mean, this was, I think, 47 minutes long, and it was over like that. It was just there wasn't there. I mean,
it was really fast.
It opened up with a space battle.
Peyton Reed.
Yeah.
I even wrote that opening with a space battle.
Yeah, and I know that's something that Mr. Deacon, you had said you wanted to see more dogfights. I think Daddy Louie, you said you wanted to see more dogfights too.
No, I'm not big
more
on
space battle.
Dogfights is cool.
I don't consider that a dogfight.
What's that?
I don't consider that.
No, not a dogfight. But still, it's we always.
But
yeah, it's Star Wars. We want to see some battles in the stars, and that's that was. Those are always some of the coolest moments in the films is when we're seeing space battles. I still think that the opening for
Revenge of the Sith.
When they're going when it's just
in the Jedi Starfighters.
Oh my god.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
And they're like dodging out of the way in between
still having this witty banner.
Everything is just quiet. And then they just dive.
The music is awesome, and the sound effects, and the
rest of the movie was shit. But that moment was just
that, and when Jango is chasing, or when
Obi-Wan
is chasing Jango,
and then the seismic
through
charge,
the asteroid field, same thing.
The seismic charge,
charges.
And I'm so glad they brought that back. I'm so glad that we got to see the seismic, because that's like the best sound in Star Wars
ever.
I mean, and everything gets quiet. Oh my god. Such a good episode.
I want to go watch Mandalorian season 1 and 2 in a theater. Like, I want to see it on a big screen with surround sound.
We should rent a theater and do that.
Shit, you can come to my house for that if that's what you want, girl.
I don't want to look at that shit on the wall. You got that. We said a theater.
I got 120 inches.
Not a sheet, not a bed sheet on a wall, and you've got a fucking projector on that shit.
You come to my house, you ain't gotta wear a fucking mask like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I got a couch.
No, but you can rent a movie theater now for a group.
Sound and fucking.
We can all sit far apart.
Yeah.
Rent a movie theater, whatever.
Yeah, if all of us, if like the 7 of us got together, pooled some funds. I mean, they're needs to be some travel involved here as well, obviously.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Obviously.
pool some
Right.
resources. I think that would be kind
I
of
would
fun to
travel
do.
for that shit.
Yeah.
I know you would.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something that we should do for the Patroni. Try to set up some sort of an event.
If you travel to Cleveland, then we'll watch a movie with you.
No, I mean we'd have to.
Away for us. About 4 hours away.
Yeah, we would or find some location that's
Man,
kind of
them
central to
recliners,
everybody.
Man, they are so comfortable. You'd be like,
Yeah,
next thing you know, I'll be, what happened?
Yeah.
You know.
Mr. Deacon, you fall asleep. You fall asleep during this show
Bro,
regularly.
When the last time that happened? You're alive.
Regularly.
When the last time that happened, bro?
Guys.
When the last time it happened?
Guys, let me tell you, when we before all this happened, and Mr. Deacon would come over to the house and be here on set, and we would do the show. I cannot tell you at least 5 times. At least 5 times. We're in the middle of the show. We're talking.
But
Like-
couple times you thought I
I
was
put
asleep.
promo videos together with lullabies
Yeah.
more than you would.
Yeah.
More than you would
Whatever.
think.
Man,
There
I
was-
ain't calmed down in a minute.
No,
It's
there
been a
was
minute.
one.
Give me
There was.
some
I don't even know. I don't even know how you were staying upright. Look, he was like, his arms were on his. He was like this. I was like, how are you even fucking upright? To be fair, we had all been drinking quite a bit. We were all.
Yeah.
We all had. There is that.
Hey, that's that military, man. I'd have been in formation, like.
Right? Seriously.
You know what I'm saying? Come like that.
Oh man, no, I was the best at sleeping
You know.
through class.
Oh man, you go into the bathroom and
nobody-
like you put your head on the
everyone thought I
toilet
was
paper
asleep.
roll in the bathroom, just like you're in the
No,
stall.
no, teachers always thought I was reading. It's fine.
Did you ever like paint
Readable.
eyeballs on your eyelids and do
Oh,
that?
my
Like,
God.
never did that. I didn't either. I saw it in a movie. All right, that's it. This is 2.5 hours of goodness. So this is
Yep.
gonna be a good super show. This was great. Thank you guys for joining us again.
Thank you for having us.
This was fucking awesome. I love it. I love it. So we'll have to do this again.
Well, you got Pedro with you right there. You know, he looks like Pedro.
For real.
He do.
Yeah, thanks
know.
Pedro for joining us for
Appreciate it.
season
We should just
finale.
change our name and just put it, take the great one and put Pedro Pascal on that. And we'd be like, oh my God, they had him on the show. That man.
Oh
We
yeah, that's
do
a good.
need a
They had
picture of
Emily-
him.
They had Emily
Yeah.
last week, and then we had Pedro.
Oh
this
man,
But we need a
always-
picture of him in our Nerdo Suave t-shirt.
Yes,
Oh.
Saying-
Yes.
absolutely,
So suave.
absolutely. All right, yeah, we have to wrap it up because I need to be able to post this. Otherwise, it's gonna be too fucking big. Yeah, anybody?
Well, you can cut some of that beginning when we were like, "Who's gonna give them? Did you give them the link? You were talking to them. Did you give them the link?" You can cut that whole 10 minutes.
I
where we're
never,
like,
I
"Oh,
never
God."
cut. I never cut the inner circle. I always want to make sure that they get what they pay for. They, that might not be a good thing to say, but it's like you get all of it. It's full transparency. You get the bloopers, get the outtakes, get all of it. So now I'm not gonna cut anything out. Even when Mr. Deacon was like, "I have time to go to the bathroom," I need to.
Oh, I mean, you did that so quick. Usually I have some time. Like, damn. It is what it is.
We were moving on. All right. Anybody have anything on the way out? No?
Star Wars fans need to stop being assholes.
Oh God,
There you go.
Louis.
Yeah. That'll never happen. That's always been said. The worst thing
really
about
won't.
Star Wars is Star Wars fans. That's it.
That's true.
I'm ordering my bow nose shirt tonight, guys.
Okay. And I'm gonna order a shirt that says Ray is better than Luke.
Oh
Ah.
my
Oh.
God.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're
Louis
gonna
just gonna do it out of sheer
Ooh.
spite.
you're
I
gonna
want a
start.
shirt that says "You're sparing my life." That should be interesting.
Well, then I want a shirt that says "Disembark with maximum initiative."
Exactly. Yeah, that was hard. She was spitting it out so quick. We gonna go ahead, do this.
Yeah.
She was spitting it out, man. I was like, wow, she know what the fuck.
I might have to get that like on a.
well, she's
on some-
always wanted this dude, so
Oh yeah, I want to get that printed out like on a canvas or something and put it in my room so every morning when I get out of bed, I'm going to
Yeah, it's like your
disembark
fucking motivation.
with
Put it in
maximum
Put it in
initiative.
on your like bathroom mirror.
In
When
your
you're like,
bathroom.
getting ready in the morning.
disembark with maximum efficiency.
Disembark the toilet with maximum initiative.
Maximum.
Yeah, because
All right,
sometimes
who wants a T-shirt that says "Your butt plug is beeping"? Who wants that T-shirt?
Oh no, you can keep that one, goddamn.
I'll take one.
I'll take one. I'll take two.
It's got to have the ship on it too.
Yeah, it has to have the ship. Your butt plug is with LED lights.
Oh my
Oh fuck.
Oh man.
And this our beloved
Star
Petroni
Wars
is
and
what you're
butt
paying
plugs.
for. This is
Petroni exclusive merch.
this is Petroni. And you know what? And it's cool because Patreon has that now. Patreon has their own like print on demand stuff. So now we can do Patreon exclusive merch. So we'll put out a poll and see exactly what the Petroni would like. And apparently that is
Butt plug is beeping.
there you go.
I'll put that on.
Hell yeah. That would be good shit. All right, y'all.
Oh,
Your butt
goodness.
plug is beeping. That is the best phrase to
I
end the
still
show
like
on.
Star Wars and dicks. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm telling you that
Your butt plug is
we are going to be making some changes next season, so we might actually have some room to do Star Wars. Star Wars and Dicks might need to be the podcast. Like if we're going to
We
do
can have a whole line of that merch. Just kink
Well,
wars.
see, it would work in line. It would
Yeah.
work in line with Louis saying most, Star Wars fans are assholes.
yeah, so now we've got dicks and
Wars and
assholes,
Dicks.
yeah. So we'll
Oh,
do
God.
so this will continue to be for YouTube. And we just won't upload the Cosmic Disasters as a podcast. We'll just do Star Wars and Dicks, and that'll just be a straight audio only podcast. I think it'll
Yeah,
do
they
very
don't
well.
need to see
Wars
that.
and Dicks.
Sure.
Yeah, no one needs to see that. No, it's no. We all know what Star Wars looks like, and most of us know what dicks look like, so we don't need the visuals. So
Wait, what did he look like?
it's been it's been a
Star
while for you,
Wars?
hasn't it?
Has it been that long, Jake Quellen?
It's been a minute.
Wow.
She knows.
That's why she was so adamant about the butt plug, you know.
That's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
That's all right. So maybe we need to rent an adult theater
oh,
and watch
Nah, the floors are
porn
sticky.
wars. No,
Yeah.
have you guys
Maybe
seen the triple
flip
X?
it first.
Here's my
Flip it
lightsaber.
first, please.
Well, no. Have you seen the triple X Star Wars porn parody? There's a few of them floating around.
which one?
Yeah. See? Ah!
Oh.
They made one last week.
There's
What? Like-
there's been a few. There's been a few, but there's a newer one with Rey. And it during in the scene where Rey is strapped in the chair and she's like being tortured by Kylo Ren. In the adult version that happens, but in the movie, in the actual version, she kind of like gets that stormtrooper who allegedly was Daniel Craig, I think.
Yeah.
She Jedi mind tricks him to whatever, but in the adult version, she Jedi mind tricks him and they end up having mommy daddy time in there
Yeah.
on the they intercourse each
Mommy-
other. That's what they
Mommy,
do.
daddy.
We know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for the visual.
You're welcome. Oh wait, I could pull up a visual of the actual.
No.
No.
You're not
Oh,
going to
Okay.
be able to upload this.
The free
It's
Pornhub
been-
that you just gave
nearly
us
2
there.
hours.
That
Was that enough?
perfect.
Okay,
That was enough.
we'll put that on the.
Keep-
That needs to go on the OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where Star
doing
Wars and
that.
Dicks needs to go. Star Wars and Dicks needs to go on the OnlyFans.
I mean,
I don't know. I wouldn't pay for that, but
you
like
guys
somebody
can
would.
just like twist them up to look like the ships. Like, look at this.
Wait, twist what up, madam? What? You said twist them up. Twist what up?
Yeah, haven't
not
you ever
twisting
seen
anything.
Our
haven't you ever
wieners?
seen puppetry of the penis? You've never seen
No,
that?
no. My wiener is not like a fucking bread tie. You don't
You've
like
never
twist
done
it up.
the
I can't.
hamburger?
I
Come
can't
on
do.
now.
I don't do balloon animals with it.
Hamburger.
What the
What
fuck?
is a hamburger?
You wrap your penis around your balls and squish it and make it look like a hamburger.
Oh,
You
What?
have to do it when it's up. The
this
wristwatch.
escalated quickly.
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
I'm the female on here. No. With you, no.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
You're
All right.
scaring the guys.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, that'll be for
She
OnlyFans.
graduated and scared the guys off all in the same show.
What the fuck,
You've
Jackie?
never seen the
Hamburger.
penis puppeteers.
What the-
No, I've never
Where's
seen
that?
the penis
Look it
puppeteers.
up.
No,
Look it
Where's the
up.
off switch? Where's the off
I'm
switch?
not. I'm
What's
not
it
like.
called,
All right,
Jackie?
and on that note,
Puppetry of the penis.
Oh, God.
now I've manipulated my penis like a puppet many times, but I've never
no,
like.
The audition is you literally have
Dance
to
for
go
me!
around and remain
Okay,
soft.
Dance.
It's almost 1 o'clock. It's time to go.
Wait,
you know?
wait,
Yeah.
what? Say that again. Wait, what?
The audition, they have to go in there and manipulate it, but remain soft. if they get hurt, they are automatically not cast in the show.
Looks like everybody's froze, but no, we're just all like,
Yeah.
But that's
like stuck in
All of you can do the wristwatch
We're
at least.
stunned.
Come on now.
What is the wristwatch?
What the
you
fuck
just-
is
you
the
just hold it up-
wristwatch?
You just flop it over your wrist. Like, look, wristwatch. meh.
why?
what time is it? It's dick
What
time.
time is it?
You know, I can't deal with this shit right now. I can't.
All of
Is
you.
that an Apple Watch Mini? I
All
can't
of-
see it.
Oh my god! All of you do that to your wives tomorrow. Just hey, honey, what time is it?
My wife would be
Wow,
like, "It's
man.
time for you to get a new watch."
Star Wars and dicks. You're welcome.
Star Wars and dicks.
Oh my god, dude! I can't deal with you right now.
Good night, Petroni. We
I'm
love
about
you.
to go home. I'm about